Everybody wants Must Die, and that's how we're going to start out the top 8. Let's go, everybody.
No breaks, Must Die.
Must Die. You know, we finally got the lyrics to the song, by the way. we finally know the lyrics to this. I don't know them, but, you know. But here we go. First game, Arc Revolution, America 2019 Finals, the top 8. Fenrich starting out impressive, but hey, Naoto was able to make his way around. He unfortunately drops the combo, and that's going to allow Fenrich pressure. He caught him on the same side because he accidentally ran under.
Yeah, that can happen a lot when Jin's right above you. So far, Naoto being really aggressive on defense right here. Right when it's about a neutral situation, Naoto's been really attacking.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to set up George the 13th, one of the best Oki tools in the entirety of the game, because look how much block stun it put him in. Got the overhead, he's going to set up the bats. This is going to do a lot more damage than it actually shows.
Yeah, while the bats are on, you take a lot of the health drain, so.
Yeah, it's unscaled damage that does not show up on the combo counter.
Good block. Yeah, really, it's pretty much at Naoto's pace here.
Yeah, Fenrich is trying to catch him, right, running away. And this could be the hardest part about fighting Rachel, is trying to catch her. But a lot of the time, when you're trying to catch her, it plays to her strengths. Exactly. She wants you to chase her down, right?
Like right there, Fenrich overcommitted, got hit and forced to burst there. And
such a good start here for Naoto. He's looking really good at oppressing Fenrich, but he's finally starting to move a little bit forward. He got the hit there, but there's the anti-air. That is another one of Rachel's strong suit. We were talking about how she has the tools to deal with every character in the game. Oh, he's gonna be able to get the win. Oh, just barely dropping it, but there's the bats. He got to deal with one more hit. He has no life, and yeah, there it is. Fork, knife, serving him up. Naoto getting the first round.
That's a really dominant ground tool right there, one of her best normals.
Yeah, it's very far-reaching and very quick, right? Going over the 3C at round start. Already got him in the corner. This could spell big doom for the second round here.
Yeah, Fenrich with no burst.
But he delayed tech, so he was able to negate George. However,
delayed bid.
Naoto was still in there thanks to Rachel's press Volky.
What's the setup?
Oh, he got the bats on. That's so much damage. That's a great, yeah, he had the burst. I don't know if he was dead, but he was going to be in check situation.
Well, misses the air throw combo. Good block from Fenrich, but he can't block at all.
Yeah, it's real hard to block forever, especially against Rachel. And Naoto is going to close out the first game with a perfect. And remember, this is only the first round of top 8. This is 2 out of 3.
Wow, really impressive showing from Naoto. He pretty much, that whole round was pretty much at his pace, I think. And I think that he really showed a lot of awareness of what Fenrich is going to do. Like, for example, at the start of the round, he called out that 3C with just a jump, win down, jump B.
Yeah.
And he totally punished it. And from there, it was just his time.
Yeah, and another thing that you mentioned that I think that was really big about that was his ability to make Fenrich want to come and chase after him, right? Because Rachel's already got the tools to run away, but she also has the tools to just kind of stop you from chasing her down. And so he took a ton of damage just trying to move forward.
Exactly.
Here we go, second game. Naoto could possibly send Fenrich to the loser's bracket here in the first round.
Oh, great air-to-air, and once again has Fenrich in the corner. We saw this before. When he got in the corner last time, he was forced to burst.
Yeah, oh, got hit with the 2A right there, forcing the burst. Yeah, that was going to be a grip of damage because of the bats being on him. Remember, unscaled damage. Wow, hitting the 3C, no full conversion, but...
Yeah, Rachel's normals can be kind of short, but they have very little of the hurt box on them.
It's going to be ice mix-up right here. He goes for the 6-8. That means he's getting closer and closer to active flow. Now he gets his activated.
Good block.
Okay, excellent defense from both players, actually.
Oh, that looks like a mistake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did not want cross trigger there. Okay, got the cross up right there, but it was not deep enough, so he couldn't get the full conversion, allowing Naoto to push him to the corner. He doesn't have a lot of wind bar, but he's going to gain it back with his combo.
What's the mix-up? Just goes for mid.
Delay 5B. Imagine getting hit up by mids. Dispensing the mids.
And this is one of her best starters, too. As you can see.
As you can see, yeah. Once you use the slip heat to have the bats go upward, they do basically the most amount of damage that they possibly can. Because if you have them all on you, it's just, again, unscaled damage, but it's all of it at once. Plus the super.
Running low. Naoto is just so on point with his approach here. Like, he's been attacking when I think Fenrich expects him to defend.
He stole the corner from him. He must have hit like a 3C or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to make something happen here. Throw.
Yep. Immediately bursting the second hit. He doesn't want to allow Fenrich to get the momentum, and he got it.
Oh, 3C counter hit.
Great starter.
Good damage. One more combo could probably close him out here.
It's going to be close. He doesn't have overdrive available to him, but he got the nice confirm right there. This could be it with super.
Yeah, that crouch counter hit.
Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, Naoto might have tried to do a 2C there. But, you know, we've seen this before. You know, Fenrich with his back against the wall comes all the way back to win it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he was able to do versus so many different people in previous years before the ArcRevo World Tour.
great low from Naruto there.
Got him in the corner. He's been negating George pretty well, but the thing is Naoto has been like, okay, you're going to negate George, so I'll go for an Oki setup that beats you negating George. Pretty much every time. And his ability to keep him in the corner, stopping him, meeting him at every avenue has gotten him so much damage. Already past half of his life right now.
I think Naruto has a really good read on how Fenrich wants to move, and so far he's been able to lock him down in the corner.
He's dead. He's actually just dead.
Bottom Lily coming soon. Doesn't even need it.
Like,
wow. Naruto with a dominating performance right there.
The first set we got for top 8 was Fenrich going to losers bracket to Naoto. Fenrich, again, only has lost 3 sets up until this point, and now it's the 4th.
That was a really impressive performance from Naruto. I felt like the way that he played, he basically had a complete number on how Fenrich is going to even like approach movement.
Yeah,
Basically at every point he would, as Fenrich was trying to approach him, he would either be at the perfect spacing to counter poke, or he would even dash into Fenrich and beat him with the faster moves.
And that showed a lot in the corner, right? Once he had Fenrich in the corner, you saw Fenrich try to super jump air dash out, right? But he met him with a jump C with the big umbrella a couple of times. He met him with, Lobelias, the lightning calls.
Yeah, just kept locking him down.
There was actually just no chance for him to move.
Yeah, and it was really hard. That if that Rachel player is so good at locking you down, it's going to be so hard to get, you'll be forced back into the mix-up again. And nobody's confident blocking that over and over.
So Fenrich is going to be into the losers bracket immediately first round. Naoto solidifying his place in winners finals here. And now up next, we're going to be seeing Monster versus Yamashita.
So Monster versus Yamashita, I know that both of them are known for playing Izanami. But do you think Monster might try to counterpick a different character?
So Monster has 3 characters available to him. He has Izanami, he has Nine the Phantom, and he has Ragna. Ragna was the character he was originally known for, and in fact the character that he chose versus Mai to get into the top 8 winner side.
Right. He tried 9 at first, but then he ended up counterpicking Ragna.
Yeah.
And just played out of his mind.
The reason being is Izanami genuinely does have trouble against Mai. So he didn't really want to play the matchup, which is understandable. And he did it all the way with Ragna. So there's a good chance he could play Nine the Phantom here as well. We did see that. Or maybe he just plays out the Izanami mirror.
That could go either way. I'm not really sure what kind of plan he has. And obviously, every player who's approaching a lot of these tournament sets, they sometimes come up with a counterpick character just so they know that person's going to be waiting for them in the bracket at some point. So sometimes it's worth it to be prepared.
I mean, Monster's somebody who can very heavily prepare due to the fact that he has the multiple characters. He can approach things in many different ways. It looks like we're going to get the Izanami mirror. By the way, this is the only repeat character in this top 8, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So.
And has potential to not be a repeat as well.
Yeah. Depending on how this matchup goes, if Monster loses, maybe he'll switch. I don't know. This character is a big point of contention for a lot of the CF community. Izanami. I don't think it's debatable that she's the best, because she just clearly is the best character in the game right now.
Yeah, but she's so cool.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I know a lot of people hate it when I say it, but I think she's actually a really dope character. I think she's actually sick. But
yeah. I think a lot of the, especially the way the character's designed and animated, I think really suits, the pinnacle of 2D fighting games, right? There's so many little details, the way the bits move, how they use the bits to block as the character model. It's so cool.
Her shield is a literal ribcage.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the stuff that she does when you actually play against her is.
Okay.
It's oppression.
Looks like Monster's gonna play S.
This is the other character that Izanami struggles with. This is the other character that Izanami struggles with. So it makes a lot of sense to me, honestly.
That is not a bad choice. Yeah, her S has a lot of really big normals. She's got great pressure, obviously.
She deals with float from Izanami very well, and also the bits, right? Because her projectiles are so good.
Right.
And her pressure game is amazing. S is easily an S tier character.
So let's see here, Monster. Big toolbox looks like, but when you in fighting games, playing a different character is a lot of work, right? So we'll see if his level of preparedness is ready for this kind of matchup.
Especially in a game with a lot of unique mechanics like this. But here we go. Second set here. Gonna be Yamashita versus Monster. An immediate 5B to start. Or excuse me, 5C.
Wow.
Okay, meeting him air to air.
Yeah, good air to air from Monster. Just going with the overhead right away.
The thing is he was standing though when he got hit by that.
He might have tried to jump maybe.
Yeah, possibly, or walk forward. He's gonna get the hit here, and this is gonna be the oppressive knockdown that we see from Izanami. Gonna get the level 2.
The mix-up.
He doesn't set up Ribcage, but he forces the overdrive. Oh, he's got the backdash out, but no punish on it. Ribcage is up, blocks the overhead though. You'll notice that barrier is going down.
Yeah, the bear is going down. She's going to lose the bear here and go into danger, but I don't even know if Monster's alive at this point.
It's not going to matter, yeah. Gonna go right into super. He is an active flow, so he gets 15% more damage. It should kill. That's gonna do it. First round, and emphatically there from Yamashita.
Yeah, Monster, I mean, at the start of that round had it going for him, but as soon as he got lost in the corner position, that was pretty much it on the next hit.
Yeah, he's looking to be a bit more aggressive, so he doesn't allow that situation to happen again, right? So he sets up his own crest. It's going to allow Yamashita to get his own bits, but look, that's another reason, is she can handle the float very, very well, and that's how. She gets a full combo off that.
Whoa. Nice conversion.
Oh,
DP whips, but
never no punish. That's huge for Monster. He can take that to the bank, but there it is, the best anti-air in the game. Overdrive gets activated, but Ribcage is on, so he's not going to be able to mount pressure. Ribcage goes off, and he's actually going to get the hit here. Overdrive is active as well. He's getting closer to active flow, and he's got the setup. There's the instant overhead, full conversion.
One more. Gets
Got
the low.
Crush trigger. He's trying to get that extra damage, but it's just not going to kill. There's the overhead. Yeah, it's a 50-50 in that situation when she has the jump D set on top of you, the big circly crest. It's just a you gotta guess.
It's safe
time.
and it's it gives you a full combo.
Oh, if he got to confirm it, I would have lost it.
Yeah, great chase there, but a little too far away. It looks like.
Okay, trying to navigate the bits, but yeah, Yamashita locking him down even at the top of the screen. Gonna get
locking
two fireball.
Ribcage is on, but he just jumps out, but gets air thrown.
Nice. That's going to allow him to dispel, and he'll save his barrier bar if he so chooses.
Seems like he won't.
Yeah, it's harder to do it in the air.
What's the mix-up?
It just bits. Goes for the overhead, yeah.
He's still got a burst. He uses it.
Yeah, I mean, that was his last rights. So he had to use the burst right there. He's trying to put offensive pressure, block on the overhead, but because he was crested, it was actually plus. Okay, JT unfortunately misses. He 5Bs. He's still got overdrive for Yamashita right now, though, so he's got all the resources available to him, plus the ribcage.
Good block. Okay. It ran out.
Is gone. He's going to be taking a lot more damage if he gets hit. Oh, but there it is. One of the hardest normals to contest in the air. That's going to be the first game right there. Yamashita taking it over the S pick on Monster. Will he go over to Izanami? Will he go to 9?
I thought Monster's S, it worked pretty well, but in the end, I think Yamashita kind of beat him at his own game. He jumped and also met him with the same kind of air normals, and was able to convert all of them as well. Yeah,
there was definitely a couple of times where, it seemed like Monster had kind of the spacing for the jump Bs to be able to stop him, but then eventually you saw Yamashita meeting him before he was able to press them.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and that is one of S's, like, of her weaknesses. Her normals aren't as fast as characters. Sometimes. So.
Well, her JB is one of the fastest moves in the game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, for its size especially.
Yeah. But okay, so it looks like he's going to 9 the Phantom here.
This is an interesting choice. I don't know if that really addresses like what he missed about that previous matchup, but we'll see.
Well, it's also one of the characters he's most comfortable on, right? And, it's clear that he does not want to play Izanami at this point. For whatever reason he has, it's just clear that that's the case. Yeah, meeting him air to air. You were talking about his ability to meet him and at those avenues. Here it is again.
And Yamashita is just so good at converting those. Those are not easy conversions. Overdrive, bait it out.
Okay, but the thing is that she now gets spells on block and whip. So, she can just start building stuff. The 5D actually allowing to get a knockdown right there.
Nice. Good tech spot right there.
Yeah.
Of course, Yamashita's the burst.
Yeah, so one of the things that I think he picked this matchup for is 9's dash. 9's dash is actually projectile invulnerable frame 1, so he can stop the bit. Oh, the Dragon Punch to be able to get out. He RCs it to get full damage. There's the Kunzai. He's going to get full conversion. Nice! That was max range 6C. Unblockable?
No, fakes it. Yeah, and I think this, by doing that projectile invincible dash, even if you get hit by the bits, by getting tagged by it, it's going to be an awkward position.
Okay, wow, what a block. That was cross-up overhead there. Okay.
Trade? No? Yeah. No, it wasn't a trade.
No, because it was the anti that she has. So when she's in the float mode, she has access to grounded normals. So she can do head invulnerable taps while in the air. Ooh, that's going to do it for the first round. And now Yamashita is on the verge of making winners finals and sending Monster to losers.
I think Monster, overall, it was a very close set. It was a close match right there, but maybe using the burst might have been worth it.
Well, he saves it for this one, and if he uses it for a possible overdrive or maybe a burst to save him on this one, it could be important. But he's got the seed stocked up, and he sets up a Kunzai.
Force the burst.
You got to remember, that is overhead. Going to be able to get full corner carry here with the bits. Level 2 Fireball, okay, no, just level 1.
What's the setup? Just a low. Good block.
Nice. Yeah, he has to parry that Crust Trigger, and he uses the 5D to be able to get out. It's pretty fast activation on fire, so.
Yeah, missed the conversion there, though. DP!
That DP is -4 on block, but on whiff, you can truly punish it.
So, okay.
He has 2 Kunzais on deck.
He blocked the ball! Amethyst.
Okay, well, what a conversion right there, too. Yamashita putting the life total in his favor at this point, and he's got the setup available to him. He's got barrier back, so he could rip cages if he wants, but there's the block. And now this should be it right here.
As long as he doesn't miss a combo here.
And there is this one super. If this doesn't kill, he can RC, but I'm pretty sure it's going to kill. There it is. Yamashita moving on to winners finals versus Naoto, sending Monster to losers.
Yeah, overall, I felt like Monster did a good job, but I think that had he started with 9 or ended with S, he might have ended up better, but it's really hard to say at this point. Yamashita was just so on point with pretty much everything he did. Conversions, just where to be.
Yeah, meeting him air tear and everything like that. And, you know, sure those are things that are not Izanami's strengths, right? But he showed the ability to do it on the fly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, yeah, she's very strong at that normally, but in the positions that that Monster was trying to present, trying to make it so that it was much more difficult for him, he was still able to do it just about every single time.
Yeah, and I think once he gets going, like he didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, there was maybe one combo drop for him that I remember.
At most, but for the most part, once he started going, like he would full corner carry, setups, pretty much flawless.
Yeah, so again, he's going to be setting up our winners finals. But up next, we're going to start moving to the losers bracket now that is all solidified. So up next, we're going to have Tochigen. One of the Azraels, the only Azrael left here in this bracket.
One of my favorite players.
I mean, I'm an Azrael player, so I'm just excited to see him play.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
on the other side, though, he's going to be fighting Yuta, one of the only few people to actually beat Fenrich outright. Not just one set, but 2.
Yeah, Yuta playing S.
Yep.
And a very, very strong S player, oftentimes considered like, you know, the role model for a lot of like S play in general. You see what Yuta's doing, you kind of try to do the same thing, but you're like, these combos are too hard for me.
So one thing I want to talk about in this particular fight, these 2 players playing S and Azrael, this matchup is not very fun for Azrael. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real honest with you. This matchup is not very fun. Azrael has to stand at a specific distance to threaten S from being able to not get her own crests, right? To not charge up. He also has to deal with the incredibly large normals that S presents, which he can't really deal with because he's kind of stubby. And he also has a teleport dash, right?
Yeah, he can't run. He teleports instead of... well, he has like a little step dash where he disappears.
So you can't run and then stop and barrier a lot of the time. You can do it, but it's not in the same way that other characters can do.
It doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah. So basically what happens is a lot of times you end up just running into everything that S presses.
Yeah, it's hard on both fronts because if you try to run away from S, she'll power up her special moves by using Boris. And, you know, a lot of her powered up special moves are really, really useful, especially her. Lets her get really big conversions, better pressure. And so Azrael can't run away from her and, like, defend himself that way, like, for free. But on the flip side, it's really hard to approach anybody with Azrael. He doesn't have the tools to really rush somebody down per se.
I know a lot of people used to be like, yeah, this is the Unga Bunga character, but one of the strongest way to play him is actually being incredibly patient.
Yeah.
Because you have to pick and choose your spots. Because the second you pick and choose that one correct spot, you just destroy the opponent. His knockdown pressure can be very, very hard to deal with because he can left right you, he can steal the corner from you with teleport dash, he can do an unreactable cross up, he has the overheads and lows.
Yeah, he's got
getting knocked down by him is very scary.
He's got a lot of offensive tools, and while on paper, like, each individual one doesn't really, it's not super strong by itself, but combined and with the ability to make, like, player-specific or even, like, character-specific reads, that's what makes his offense so explosive.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you have to be watching out for the very reactable parts of his mix-up, right?
Yeah.
But on the other side, S having pressure that we've seen, very, very dominant, right? Having very, very strong normals, having access to also an unreactable mix-up in her overhead that's also safe on block if she has a crest ready, right?
Right.
So, gotta deal with it, but here we go. Tochigen versus Yuta.
Let's see how he approaches the matchup. Just waiting, as you mentioned.
It's got to be patient, and it's got to be at specific ranges, right? So now he has a chance to set it up, but yeah, there it is. So Azrael, when he sets up his pressure, he actually has to put himself in a precarious position by instant air dashing.
And yeah, characters, especially that right there, S, specific anti-air with 5A.
Trying to use the 5C. One of the best tools in this matchup is 5C because it's his longest range normal, right? You gotta watch him not using Gustav too much.
Okay, projectile, Growler trades.
Yeah, Growler is actually his fastest button, so it's actually a good interrupt, surprisingly, despite the fact that it's very long whip recovery.
Still trading right here. Oh,
that's good damage.
Yeah, crouch confirm, RC's it. RC from Yuta blocking
Nice
the overhead.
block on the overhead. He backdashes, but the fireball's slow enough to actually catch him. Azrael has the best backdash in the game because it's attached to Azrael and not Tiger.
What a
confirm! That's gonna kill! And that's gonna do it right there, first round.
Tojigen taking exactly what was presented to him, didn't leave anything on the table right there.
Counter hit 5A is the only way you're gonna get 6A afterwards, and Tojigen, he even showed that in top 32. He got every single counter hit 5A into 6A.
Blocks the
big
DP.
damage, this is huge! Okay,
Gets it.
Got it. There we go, okay.
Look at the damage. 4.6.
Nice block on the 5D though, and yeah, the 5D is actually negative on block, so it looks like he tried to press something and got counter hit.
Sometimes people, you just go for it anyway. Oh no, it doesn't tech there.
Gonna be able to get full corner carry here.
What's the defense? Can he block out? He does.
And now he's actually gonna be able to get out. He uses the jump ace so that he's not able to press buttons.
Blocks the super!
But the problem is that has very, very small amounts of recovery. Nice tech on the throw, that gives him active flow as well. I mean, Tojigen is moving right now. He has got him on the defensive hardcore.
But that's one of SBF DP. One hit in Astral.
Oh, this is it. Oh, no,
no.
the burst comes out. He tried to overdrive to lock out the burst. Unfortunately, it's not going to work there. He's going to get the full conversion here. No, the JV actually messed that combo up. But that's going to kill.
He's got super in the air.
What a great confirm right there from Yuta.
Yeah, he might have overcommitted there, trying to overdrive, thinking that Yuta would have burst immediately. And then very timely burst from Yuta. Got him out of the combo.
Yeah, the interesting thing is Azrael can actually confirm into Astral off of any of his ground buttons, except for 5C. That's the only one he can't confirm.
Yeah, but would you do it in ArcRevo's finals?
I mean,
kind of 5A.
Okay, oh, he drops the Valiant combo.
That's rough.
He's on the defensive now, he backs up. Because this is the range he wants to be at. It's a lot harder for Yuta to react to certain things, and also Yuta can't get crests. Good jump, eh?
Great patience, but unable to pick it up. Tries to DP there, looks like didn't work.
Okay, gonna be able to get the knockdown here.
Tojigen's in a tough spot in the corner against S.
Counter
Counter get baited.
He's gonna get knocked down here as well. He's still gonna, remember, Azrael has the, it's tied for second most health in the game.
But he's got one hit left in him.
There
able to block
the
it.
overhead, and he had 50 meter to do it.
Yeah.
Yuta taking it.
That was the first time he'd shown that in that situation, using the RC version.
Without the crest, right, on
Yeah.
top of him. And so you're not really thinking about it unless they have 50 bar, because you're like, well, you know, he can't make this safe, so it's a big risk, but oh, wait, he had 50 bar. He can do it. I forgot.
That was,
deal.
That was really close. Had Tojigen just, it could have gone either way, honestly.
Well, no, because Tojigen was sitting in the exact range that we were talking about earlier, almost the whole game. He did such a beautiful job of playing at the proper range. And so it's up to Yuta right now to recognize that he's standing there and waiting for his offensive pressure.
Yeah, so far, Yuta hasn't really tried to use boards. Mostly just tried to keep Azrael out.
Okay, get in the corner here. 6A. 6A. 5B, okay. So one of the things is Azrael normally has a backdash OS safe jump situation that he can do against most characters. It doesn't actually work against S because her TP is too horizontally strong, right? So you might see him going for different combo routes that don't lead to the backdash OS.
I see. Great confirm from Yuta right there, but he drops the ender. 6B again. Anti-air.
Hey, there's the overhead. He gets the toe taps. He's gonna
Dance on
RC.
him.
Yeah, so that does two things. It allowed him to do the full conversion.
my goodness.
Oh, with the 2C counter hit.
Yeah, I mean, Tojigen's really trying to force the issue right there, just trying to get in and like make that life total back to even-ish, but Yuta just able to keep him out.
S can really frustrate you, man. S can be really, really hard to approach. So you get frustrated, and that sort of thing can kill you.
Yeah, once you lose the life lead in this matchup, I find it seems like it's been very difficult for Tojigen to get in.
Yeah. because she can just keep running away. The Gustav Power is going to push him in. Oh,
It's a low this time.
There's another
low.
one. Yeah, bursting that. That was pretty good damage. It wasn't huge, but the thing is what it gives him is the corner, right?
Yeah. And the other thing, too, he's mostly shown overhead up until this point. Looked like a 3C there. Maybe he was trying to 2C.
It was 3C, yeah. 3C does have foot and blow properties, so he was probably expecting something else. There it is. Overhead. Oh, he goes for the fuzzy!
Good block there.
Okay,
but doesn't block that one.
Not the second one. Yeah, because you're so low to the ground, F can actually combo afterwards. Another knockdown situation is present now, and now another 50-50 coming.
Burst is back. Can he weather the storm here? RC's.
If he gets a proper overdrive, oh, that's gonna hit though. It's good damage. I just don't know if he's gonna be able to kill because it was a 2A starter.
Yeah, let's attack. This is a really hard situation for Tochigen right now.
Oh, he got the meter! That's huge. So he's gonna be able to take him all the way to the corner off this.
One more hit.
Here we go. Oh, there it is. 3 CRC, big damage here. Tochigen has one more opportunity. There's a lot of bar though for Yuta. He gets the jump A. It was counter hit. I don't know what button he ended up pressing, but Tochigen will take that.
He did quick wake up, maybe quick wake up 5A. Yeah, once again, Tochigen making something out of nothing.
Yeah, that's just the Azrael staple. We talked about how once he gets that knockdown, once he gets that one chance, you can just die.
Air to air, he's got the crest, so he's able to combo off it.
And recognize the burst save point. Oh, but he instant blocked that, so that actually made Gustav not plus.
And that means it's Ayuta's turn.
Oh, nice. Using the 6B for the head invulnerability to get out of the situation.
But once again, he's lower on health. He's trying to force the issue. Yuta's just keeping him out.
Just backdash off. Yeah, he's got to walk forward. He needs to wait and see. Yuta getting a crest for free, though.
Once again, that makes all of his conversions much stronger. Any hit can go into the crested DP.
Oh,
just like this.
That's one of the strongest moves in this matchup. And Yuta, can I be able to take him? Not all the way to the corner, but very, very. Oh, no, it is all the way.
There's a double.
Oh, no. Yeah, overdrive cancel. He should be able to kill right off this. And that's going to do it. Yuta using one of Azrael's biggest weaknesses on his Dragon Punch. Every character except for Tager can actually low profile his Dragon Punch while also meatying him on his wake up.
Right.
So they can cover both options, and he did exactly that to take the game.
Yeah, and he really hadn't shown that option much up until that point, but you know, Yuta was already ready for it.
And Tochigen had actually only DP'd twice.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was one of those things where he just happened to have the right read at the right time, despite him barely ever going to it.
Yeah, that was just a tough situation in general. I mean, he's been playing from behind so many times. He's been getting, kept out and frustrated in that point. And eventually, you have like mental, guard break, right? Like you can't really finish up that round strong.
Yeah, it can be really hard in that matchup in particular, but unfortunately Tochigen is going to go home, and Yuta is going to be moving on through the losers, and we have to also continue to move on through these losers bracket matches, because up next we're going to have Soji versus, it's not Fuku, it's
Huku.
Huku, yeah, it's Huku. Yeah.
I mean, it's spelled the same in Japanese. Like
yeah,
Fu and Hu are the same, so
it's that's kanji, right? That messed me up just now.
So
the Soul Bang player.
Yeah, the only one that made it all the way through, and it's pretty tough. We saw Dora play earlier, ended up losing to Yamashita, and I don't know who else, but Huku made it all the way up here.
He took some rounds, though.
Good
for Dora, because that matchup sucks.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Soji, a man who needs no introduction, he's been pretty much terrorizing America with Arcuni. One of the Arc System Works players that did travel a lot relative to how much other players were playing previously.
Absolutely.
In the Arc System Works Dark Ages, we did see him at play tournaments like NEC and things like that. So
yeah. And Soji actually coming to America was a lot of America going, oh man, we actually do hate Arcudi, it turns out.
Wow, yeah. We didn't. We it's not just
it's not just Breaker Dave and the other Arcudes, right? No, like Arcude is just like great, but like Soji's so good. He's one of the people that like really showed off the strengths of Arcune for a number of years, right? Yeah. It wasn't just CF.
He wrote the book on Arcune. Like whenever Arcune is even mildly good, he'll be playing Arcune.
Yes, exactly.
And he's one of the best at it. He's he not only has great defense as Arcune. Arcune is not really known for having a lot of defensive options, but he's really good with Abare, and Abare with Arcune can lead to full curse.
Yeah, he can just straight up kill you if he's like, oh, I read that I could 2A here and it actually connected. Oh yeah, you might be in a very bad situation now.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Arcune is a character very different. He's very, very, very low average damage for any of his hits, but a lot of his moves build up his curse meter. And once you're cursed, he gets access to like basically like party time. Like he can do whatever he wants. He can summon these bugs off screen without committing any of his animations.
Yeah, he just lets go of a button that he's holding down.
Yeah, and that leads to huge combos, pretty much unseeable pressure, basically unreactable mix-ups.
He can make it actually unseeable because he has the ability to turn invisible.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we're going to have Huku. Again, we talked about the Soul Bang player. I got to talk about this matchup in particular because normally people have trouble catching Arcune because when you're trying to chase Arcune, a lot like Rachel, is he wants you to chase him, right?
Yeah.
However, Bang is one of the characters with some of the strongest movement in the game. He actually has the ability to beat Arcune at certain avenues that he wants to be at.
Yeah, he's got great movement. He's got good projectiles for that as well. Like perfect projectile. He can match Arcune's landing timing, and by doing that, he can get some pressure going.
Yeah, and there's that pressure. You're talking about matching his landing timing. This is exactly the same situation.
Good defense from Soji, though. Blocked everything.
But he's got to block this Cloud, which means he's just going to gain passive amounts of Curse Bar.
Yeah, the Cloud has no hitbox. It doesn't damage you, but the longer you're in it, the more Curse Meter he gets. Command throw.
He's also poisoned, so he's just taking down a little bit of health right there.
I think the maximum damage is like 600 or so.
Oh,
whoa, what a throw!
That's great because that means Curse is negated off that.
Yeah, that's one of Arcune's mechanics. He can overdrive and activate Curse regardless of whether it's full or not. What's the mix-up?
Yeah, using that bumper to set everything up. He gets the air-to-air confirm right now. He's putting on a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, he drops it, but he's still got him in the corner.
Wow.
Conversion thanks to the bumper. Nice. Huku.
That was big brain bumper right there.
Yeah, well, that bumper is set up specifically to make Bang's mix-up potential plus damage potential as strong as possible in the corner. And, I mean, it did exactly that. It did exactly what its job was for.
Huku, great pressure here. Not really letting Soji Abara either. He's actually keeping it really solid.
Yeah, he forced him to barrier, right? So to push him out, which means, he's adding extra frames of block stun, so he can't really just press buttons safely.
Good blocks for Fuku right here.
Yeah, he's
Be patient, guard point.
Yeah, that's his Bang's drive right there. He has guard points on his drive.
They block the attack for you so that you can do the follow-up.
Oh, the overdrive coming out though. That allows
wow, he forced him to block.
5C. Yeah, 5C is slow enough that I guess it recovered in time. Oh, got the bug. Here we go. So the thing is he's locked out of Curse. He has to rebuild it now. Oh,
just a throw and that might do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Corner throw. Curse is on.
Okay, here we go. What's the setup?
Let's him jump out.
Yeah, that's another strong suit about Bang's movement, right? Is he can dodge a lot of the bugs, but some of them can go to the top of the screen.
Got enough health here.
It's invisible time.
Where is he? There he is.
There it is. Got
He burst. He wants this round.
Yeah, he's got some meter and just a few bit of nails left, but he also has Furin Kazan. He's got all of his drive seals activated,
That's right.
Oh, no, getting hit. That's going to do it for that round. Okay, it's going to be close, I think, this whole set.
Yeah. Like, Bang has those 4 seals at the bottom. Each time he hits with one of his different guard points, he unlocks a different one, and when they're all unlocked, he gets access to his special command throw.
Well, he gets access to it. Not just the special command
also
throw.
But also, his overdrive is more powerful.
Yes. Okay, full conversion through the corner. Just barely missing the jump D. It's a little too high.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to do, especially Arcune's hitbox in there.
Oh, the 5C, it is head invulnerable, so it probably beats out 6B.
That was good on him for doing it. Knowing to do it. Curse is on.
Okay,
what's the mix-up?
He just stands there menacingly. He got the overhead, but no full conversion. There it is, the overhead again.
Whoa.
He tries to go for a fuzzy as if he was going to block the overhead. Soji's offense is looking a little shaky right now.
Yeah, I think he tried to take, he expected Huku to block, because that overhead isn't that fast.
Yeah.
But Huku just got hit by both of them.
Wow, he blocked the fuzzy and everything?
Good blocks. I think that's why, he expected Huku to block it. Uh-oh.
He's going to get recurse on this, though. So, another opportunity here for Soji to set up his game. He's invisible, but he drives out, and he gets caught on the tail end of it.
But, once again, by doing all these weird, things like guard pointing and just, jumping out of it, he's forcing Soji to, kind of commit, and it's making it hard to combo.
Yeah, it's definitely making him mess up a lot. So he uses the 3C to get in. He got him on the 6B right there. There's the 6A.
He's got him in the corner. Soji does have a burst.
Oh, he tried to reset him, I think. Got the 2A, though. This is good damage. He's got burst available to him as well, though. So whatever setup comes next, he may not deal with.
But there's only 8 seconds
left.
left.
Oh, there you go. Get the overhead. He was trying to take his burst. There comes the overdrive. And that's the way he does it. Huku takes the first game over Soji.
Yeah, great awareness right there. When you overdrive, you're kind of stuck in an overdrive animation for a bit. And Huku just takes advantage, keep him locked down. So you probably try to jump or do something else.
Yeah, met him as quickly as possible before he could act. Maybe he was expecting an overhead. He probably wanted to jump out something, and he just caught him. Here we go, though. Second game right now. Gonna get
Push
corner
him,
carry.
yeah, push him a little towards that way.
Yo, I remember when that move wall bounced.
Okay, good defense again from Huku. That time he blocked it.
Yeah, but look at how much curse he built off that.
It might be worthwhile to even like get cursed on purpose.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
that's
what?
so unfortunate. So when he teleported, he wasn't in the corner. But the thing is, he still had the forward momentum, so he got into the corner, and he had already teleported, so it didn't matter.
This time Soji not missing a beat, getting the combo, pushes towards the corner. What's the mix-up?
Oh god, okay, he blocked another slow one, but there it is, the
There's the
instant
fuzzy.
overhead.
Yeah, because you block the overhead, you're stuck standing, so you can do a jump in hit you if you crouch.
Okay.
Guard
Oh
point,
yeah, he
yeah.
just waited out the guard point basically. Using the bugs to his advantage right now. He's still got a little bit of curse meter left, but yeah, okay, there's the guard break bug. He just stopped burying, it looks like.
Is it enough? It
There
is.
it is. Yeah, I think what Soji did there was fake that he was going to teleport, so he probably tried to barrier the other way, and
Yeah.
that's how the guard bug bug
Yeah,
connected.
that little big bug at the bottom, if you block it normally, it just guard crushes you, full combo.
Yep.
But because he crossed you up, it makes it hard to barrier the correct way.
Yep. Okay, command throw right now. Oh, he missed the command throw because of the backdash from Soji. Wow, what an
Anti-air 2B.
anti-air!
That's old school.
Yeah.
That's some BBCT stuff.
The cloud is looming over his head. I mean, luckily for his RNG, it was that cloud and maybe not the one that would chase his Arcune.
Yeah,
So,
like, there's a lot of, you can get 3 different clouds with Arcane, and one of them chases himself, one of them chases you, and one of them just like, you know, hovers meaninglessly.
Soji's done such a good job of annoying.
Whoa!
But he got the 3C fatal counter. He's going to lose.
What a read!
Oh, drop right there, and then Soji's able to block the cross-up right now. Not a lot of barrier, though, for Soji. We may see a crush trigger soon just to card break him. He has pretty much no more barrier left. 6B
But
gets
instead,
blocked.
yeah, instead he's just using it to pressure more. Overdrive, jumps away. Can he block this?
Here's the bug. Oh, okay, he was just a bit too far away to have to block the overhead right now. The guard break comes down, and look at the defense! There it is, finally! As soon as I say it, I'm sorry I cursed him.
And he's gonna get recursed? Yes, he is. Party time.
Okay,
What's
here
the
we
mix
go.
of invisible?
Which side was he on? The answer is yes.
One more mix up.
Nice block.
He blocked it!
He blocked the low?
He blocked something.
No, it was cross-up low.
Tried to guard point there, didn't work. Burst, only 16 seconds left. Soji may just try to defend himself here,
Okay,
but he gets opened up.
Yeah, so right there, he actually used the explosion now, which has less guard stun, and it ended up making him get the
Command
counter.
throw. He's got the
command
lead.
throw, but he has overdrive veil
Whoa,
gun and the
command
command
throws him
throw,
again.
and that's gonna do it. Huku is now on match point. Coming into it right now, Huku could possibly just send Soji home.
What?
Oh, air unblockable 5D, he wasn't barriering.
His pressure has been really strong. He's been showing the command throw at the perfect time most of the time.
That's right, yeah, oh, got the 6-8 right there, slow, forcing the burst out of Soji. That means he's not gonna have access to active flow, overdrive, or any of that. He's locked in. There it is, the 2B.
Great anti-air. He's gonna get a lot of curse speed here, but he...
Oh no, the 6D just barely whipping on the first hit right there, allowing Huku to get out, not getting cursed, and now he's got the opportunity to pressure Soji.
He's in a great position right now. He's got another hit. Against a standing opponent in the corner.
It's starting to snowball right here for Huku. He's got the opportunity. He's
One
only got
commander
2
could kill
nails
him.
left, but 1 nail left. There's
Swing
the wake
the
up
super!
option. That gets him cursed.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
The tables have turned. He's got the curse.
The Astral is on deck.
What's
Just
the
got it
mix-up?
blocked. Oh, it's
That's all
overhead. But the thing is, he still has to hit a couple more mix-ups.
You can probably put him at a pixel, though.
Sets up the cloud right there.
Die
Okay,
Hookah.
Hookah comes out. He hit the
burst.
mercy.
But
He
he
took the
doesn't
punish,
punish.
but he didn't punish it. Now there's the counter assault coming out. Here he comes. Soji's trying to keep the edge. There he goes. He gets it. He can bait out the 2D.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
can't believe he used 3C to get past Typhoonka so that he was unable to RC it because Huku had 100 bar. He just wanted Typhoonka to connect in any way, shape, or form so he could RC it and get out safely, and he didn't allow that.
That was so smart. 3C makes you teleport and was able to punish it. That's some knowledge right there.
On the fly in such a tense moment right there, and now Soji, he's gonna try and go for the activation of his curse.
Yeah, overdrive into full curse here. This is where you want to be.
The thing about his overdrive is it actually allows his bugs to give him more curse meter than they normally would.
Good blocks. Once again, Huku also showing great defense.
Oh, but for how long can you block, Shay?
Yeah, but at least he blocked long enough so he can't get recursed. That's his.
Well, now he can.
That's as good as the position he could have been in. So
Forcing the
burst.
burst.
Tried to reset. And once again, Soji, great Abar right there. RC's it, but looks like he dropped it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he tried to set him up with the spider so he could hit the full curse, but he just missed it. But he's going to get full corner carry. No, drops the JT. That's maybe the third time that that's happened.
Yeah, and it's a little tough to do because you have to do it on the fly.
Oh, that's an easy curse right here. Wow, the Cloud didn't give him the rest of it? That was surprising because the Cloud was on top of him. I thought it would give him the rest of the curse,
Oh,
but
no.
he's going to get the...
No, it didn't reach. It went away.
Yeah, because it was
Throw
all
him,
he got the
this air
TRM.
throw.
He's going to be able to get the full combo here. This is how it snowballs. Jump
Goes
for
for
B.
that.
Oh my god, yeah, I got mixed up too.
The fake overhead in the throw.
Okay, just back dashes out there. He gets the 6B RC.
This is not.
It's Ruby.
Yeah, dropped it.
Overdrive.
Overdrive.
And that's gonna take the round.
What
The
a
goal. Oh my god.
So good.
Cuckoo again on match point, trying to put Soji into losers. He has a prayer and a dream, and he takes it so far, getting the J4B now.
Yeah, reads the bar from Soji, punishes it with that.
Trying to mix him up low here. Okay, there's the block on the 6B. He gets out of the corner now. Oh, I like the decision from Cuckoo.
He bursts.
That was a good burst, trust me.
Yeah, he doesn't get cursed, and if he loses this round, he'll have the burst for next round, most likely.
Yeah. But he's going to get cursed on this one, so a little iffy now. But his defense has shown very, very strong so far, right?
Good
There's
guard
the
point right
6D.
there, yeah. Only using it when really necessary.
He kind of negated both. He did negate onto the curse. He got the fatal counter off the explosion drive. He drops the combo, though, but he still has offense. Nice Abare right there from Soji. He's going to be able to get his curse right back, and we're going to see this situation again. Huku has been defending, but can he keep defending?
What?
He's trying to reset him because it wasn't a good starter.
Just wants that one hit to kill, but he blocks it. No!
Oh, he faked his cross up. Okay, here we go. One more opportunity. The counter assault comes out. He's got about 5 nails. He's almost about to get overdrive. He's got 50 bar too. No connection. Oh, he doesn't recognize it. On the other side, enforcing the counter assault right now. Huku is trying to get his way in, but it's just so hard right now. Gets hit by the instant overhead, but he didn't have anything else. And oh my god, the 2D getting beat.
Yeah, it's a great guard point, but it doesn't start up very quickly. And the guard point part just didn't come out in time.
Yeah, that's how Soji is going to make it final game, final round at this point, setting up the Cloud that chases you. However, he got the hit, so the Cloud goes away, and now he's got the corner. He's also got his both players have burst available. The overdrive comes out, he's got the curse, he goes for EA. That puts him into active flow.
Overdrive?
Oh.
But yeah.
So the only way Bang can block an overdrive is by burying, but the thing is he did attach and Soji caught him out of it. That allowed for curse, and that's going to allow for whatever mix-up comes next.
Okay.
Defense. He blocked the instant overhead. The 2B gets blocked. Oh my god!
He did a fake!
Oh my god!
Oh! And this is the worst time he's going to get recursed.
You can only block for so long. Okay, cross-up gets blocked right there. He's back on the same side. He doesn't try to attack because he ran out of guard. He looked possibly for a cross-up. He's got the hit here. He's got 50 bar. Can it kill, though?
Still in there.
Oh, instant overhead. Out there,
guard point.
So that's plus frames. He got him low. Here's his opportunity. He's got a lot of bar. He's got active flow, so he's doing 15% more damage. 2A again. Oh my god, is this possible?
Is this possible? He's got a pixel of health.
He's got overdrive.
He's got the commando.
Oh my
Overdrive.
god. This is huge. It's his make or break moment, James. Here we go. He's got all the damage in the world. He could kill if he doesn't come with that. And Huku comes back by the skin of his teeth. What? I can't believe it. His defense. His ability to come back from nothing on a prayer, never giving up. And then when it counted, he hit everything he needed to.
Exactly, and overall too, just the way he showed command throw through that whole set really set up that final moment right there. He had such a high hit rate on command throw, and when he really needed it, he had the overdrive combo right there.
Oh my goodness, dude. I honestly can't believe that.
That was an amazing set.
Soji is out of top 8 at this point.
I know.
To
And,
Huku.
but, you know, that's Huku played out of his mind.
It's like, out of his mind is the only way to describe it at that point, because again, that was just amazing. Everything from his defense to his ability to find that one situation where he can get out of whatever he needed to, and then to convert once he needed it as well. Beautiful.
Yeah, he didn't miss a beat there at all. But We're going to need to take a break after that one.
Yeah, I definitely need some water, guys.
Yeah, I
I'm
got to
sorry.
catch a break. And we'll be right back with more BlazBlue action. BlazBlue Top 8 at ArcRevo America 2019.
Stay tuned.
First released in 1986, the River City series are still loved and popular in Japan. And it's finally getting its spin-off. The man who stood as the main rival sets out on his journey.
いかがですか裏ではなくこれが表ですよ愚かな連中ですねまとめて地獄へと導いてあげましょう
思い切り暴れてもらって構わないからね期待しているよさあ行くよ小林くんもや人間が逃げる前に倒すんだ
細かいことなめんなよ俺は熱血で硬派で国をなんだよ
And the enemy is an evil organization from the future. Will he be able to protect our present from its evil schemes?
吸って差し上げますよ
Also featuring lots of characters from the River City series.
まとめて倒すチャンスかもしれない
未来から来た山田優吾だ誰が敵なのかはわからないからな
期待してるから頑張ってね
また何かあったら報告に行きます頑張ってくださいね
こんなところだいやまだ終わるわけにはいきません溝口くん時間を巻き戻しましょうまだやれますよ行きますよ
This is the story of the youths who fought to restore the present timeline to protect our future.
全力でかかってくる
あなたの愛をいただきます
あんたの元に戻れるよ
Stay cool, Kobayashi-san. A River City ransom story. Now on sale.
さあ行きましょうか奴らを未来へと送り返してやりましょう
All right, and welcome back to ArcRevo America 2019 Blaze Blue Central Fiction Top 8. And what a top 8 it's already been. You absolutely can't look away from this heart-racing, pulse-pounding matches. Like, even if a player is down to a sliver, they can make a comeback, and that's what we're seeing so far.
That's definitely what we saw just a moment ago, and there's a good chance that we're going to see a bit of it as well coming up here, and we just got to show you guys what those possibilities are. So in the winners finals right now, we are going to have Naoto versus Yamashita. You know, Naoto took out Fenrich, Yamashita taking out Monster, and on the loser side, the match we're going to see next is going to be Monster versus Yuta, and then directly after that, it's going to be Fenrich versus Huku.
Wow, you really can't predict who's going to win anymore at this point. I'm pretty sure every bracket is broken.
I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure they pegged Fenrich to make winners finals. Maybe not, like, they don't have to peg him to win, but at the very least to be on the winner's side,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. But Naoto is showing that he is a great player. And right now we're going to see, it looks like Monster versus Yuta.
Yeah, so Yuta being one of the only people to have taken out Fenrich in 2 different sets at the same tournament. Maybe the only person to do it this year, actually. I mean, which could change this tournament, right?
Yeah.
But on the other side, he's going to be playing Monster. Monster, all of the last few years, has been touted to be either the best or the second best to Fenrich for many a year, right? With both his Izanami and Nine the Phantom after he put Ragna a bit on the back foot. But, you know, he's been playing Ragna again, and still with his Izanami and still with his 9, doing super, super well, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a mystery which character Monster will play. He's shown 4 different characters already that he could potentially play.
Yeah, he busted out the S at
yeah,
one
exactly.
point.
So Mystery Box Monster, you have no idea
But
what's going to come out.
I don't know if he would want to bust out S versus a person like Yuta, right? This guy, this is like the S player.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you play S, obviously I wouldn't expect him to, but sometimes mirror matches are good in the sense that they kind of muddy, like which player's strong points will be able to show. So, you know, you could make a case for that, depending on what your strategy is.
I mean, you know, again, you talked about how he's a big toolbox monster, right? So, I mean, he can use any of those to formulate his strategy versus Yuta here. I'm sure he had thought maybe there was a chance of him fighting Yuta at any point, given Yuta's excellent placings and how strong he's been throughout the year. And especially because they had actually fought at a previous tournament. This is actually a run back. Monster's qualification tournament, these two met in grand final, and Monster was able to take it.
Let's see, he's going to go with, looks like he's going to go with 9 the Phantom here, and I kind of approve of this choice. It's kind of, 9's a lot of her attacks, they have really very little hurt boxes. He doesn't have to fight S head on, which is probably one of the best things you can do, especially because S is so dominant in that situation. So I do like the choice, and we'll see how it pays off.
Oh, you know, again, projectile and vulnerable dashes are very important against characters with projectiles as strong as a character like S, right? There's also going to be the ability to have no hurt box on her incredibly large normals, and then obviously the presence of spells, right? So,
spells, you know, a lot of them are really useful. It's the hit.
I never say that 9 is a bad pick. I'm just going to be real with you. Get the Kunzite again.
Kunzite, I mean, it's an overhead. You should be ready for it, but if they're not, you know, it's plus anyway.
Even if you're ready for it, they can actually trick you and go for a low when you would think that Kunzite's going to come out. So it's never a cut and dry situation when you have to block that.
Yeah, Monster with a lead here, and he's willing to sit it out, honestly. He's already got the Boris set up. Uh-oh.
But how long can he sit it out now that he's going to take full damage from this right here? Trying to take him to the corner. Going to do exactly that. Here we go. Crested knockdown setup. It's a low,
it's
not
a
an
low.
overhead.
He's not as aggressive with the overhead then.
Yeah, I think he's probably remembering what happened to Monster last time. Got the fuzzy on that one. Here we go. One more crested knockdown possibly. Maybe 2. Oh, counter hit on this one. He's still got burst available to him, but at this point, if he uses the burst, it might actually work to his detriment.
Yeah, I get double super here. So.
There it is. Yeah, keeping that burst, because if he had used it at that point of health and he lost, he would not have gotten burst back again.
Yeah, the other thing too is that, you know, 9's not really great at chasing, so once you've already lost the life lead, it's hard to get in on S.
It definitely can be. Okay, you have the JC forcing the burst out right there, so he's not going to have that stack float. He gets the air unblockable 5B.
Wow, great challenge, Kunzite. Knockdown in the corner, just going to try to lock her down.
Yeah, send up the Kunzite, yeah. He didn't have that spell originally, but he structured his combo to get it, gets the instant overhead, but the thing is he couldn't combo off it. Rapid to keep the pressure going. He's got a Kunzite stocked up. He was trying to set up another one. There it is, a second
one.
Okay,
Ooh, yeah. Amethyst is going to finish his combo with super.
That's going to do a 1 round of use right now. However, Yuta having full burst. Only 30% of Monster's burst here currently available.
Yeah, and so far we've seen once somebody gets the other person in the corner, it's been tough to get out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they know how to structure their character's offense in the best ways. Okay.
Yeah, and I think Monster's willing to take a slow game here because he wants to build as much burst as possible before he engages. And right now, Yuta got a crested DP.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is Monster can walk away, right? He can play a bit passively, but that allows Yuta to walk away and get his own crest.
Oh,
counter hit, crush trigger. I think it was only level 1, so it's not going to be the big damage version.
Good defense. Almost got a burst back, but gets hit again.
Yeah, caught him freezing, and then there's the Abare. Trying to go for the side swap, but unfortunately wasn't close enough. He's still going to get good damage on this, and then the reset! Okay, stealing the corner here.
Yeah, and back to neutral, has Kunzite stocked up. Rig. Good tool to have, but throws it out there. It doesn't hit, burst!
Punish. Yeah, that would have been death. Okay, Rapid.
Throw!
Nice tech right there. Kunzite is on back, and he's ready for it that time. Amethyst to come out, and he meets him air to air, but unfortunately drops it. He got the plus frames enforcing the burst from Yuta. He got the hit! That should do it!
Nice confirm from Yuta right there. Recognize the situation, RC's it, and healing with the combo.
First game to Yuta right there, and this is still only losers quarters, by the way.
That could have gone either way. I think that was one of the first few times we saw Yuta go for a mid-range normal like that, kind of just leaving it out there. And I think having not used it for the rest of the set, Monster pretty much just like walked into it.
There was only one other time, and it was actually the air unblockable situation,
right.
Where Monster had jumped in and he got a full confirm off that. That was the only other time. So, I mean, you know, the fact that he's not using that kind of thing very often is making Monster forget about it.
Right. So Monster, you know, looks like he's going to stick with 9 perhaps.
I mean, I really don't see much of a reason to switch. He was doing very well. It's just he happened to get caught mid-range by Yuta, which is one of the strong suits of S.
Right. So I think the game plan was working. Whoa, what a read.
Yeah, 5C at round start, just kind of getting bodied. He's going to stock that Kunzite up. Oh, baiting the anti-air, but no full conversion. The overdrive comes out.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Oh, but not going to be able to get the full conversion off it. Trying to set up right there. He tries to DP, but it's -4 on block, and because he blocked it in the air, he may have actually been plus.
Yeah, definitely possible.
Oh,
blocks it, but RC.
It whiffed, so he was able to punish it.
He's got 2 Kunzite stocked up, baits the other
one.
one.
Have RC this time, and this is a good amount of corner carry along with a.
Oh, resets him.
Oh, no.
Looks like he dropped it.
That was, I'm pretty sure, a big error in input there.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that input can cause you to mess up.
Yeah. Oh, what a confirm right there. You get the RC. What a confirm. Are you kidding me? That was sick from Yuta.
That was a tough break from Monster. He had a couple opportunities there, and that reset, they hit. So
it's going to put him on match point, actually. Despite the fact that he got so much damage in that reset you're talking about, you know, he remained composed and he got it.
Here we go, keeping it slow here. He's ultimately going to let, you know, Yuta build up his spores. But he used it up here in the combo, so.
Yeah, I mean, it may work to his detriment, unfortunately, to allow him to build up those crests. Yeah, there it is. There's that projectile frame 1 invincible dash.
Good back dash out. Dashes back in. Just trying to stay out of S's effective range.
Caught him on the cross up. I guess he wasn't ready for it. There it is. That's what he was supposed to do last time when he got the TP.
Get like
Barryoki trying to navigate the ferry. He got around it, but that ended up getting him killed.
Yeah, ended up on the blocking that on the ground, which is perfect for 9 right here.
Sets off the Kunzite, but okay, he recognized that he tried to reslot, and so he took his chance to go offensive.
Blocking. Whoa, okay.
Wow!
Overhead.
Right. Which side is he on? He gets the attack on the throw. He can't convert off that, but I mean, look at how much resources he has. He gets the hit, and Monster has no resources available to him defensively outside of the counter assault. Yeah.
There it is. Good choice. Getting out of that pressure. 30 seconds left on the clock.
He's trying to play it slow here because, I mean, one chance for Yuta, it means he dies. Just straight up.
Yeah, he's got 100 meter. That's 2 supers easily.
And overdrive? Like.
Yeah. But he just needs 1 hit. Gets.
Oh, that was such a good bait right there from Monster.
Great presence of mind. Knew that Yuta might just mash it out, you know.
Yeah, you know, in fact, if Monster had pressed any other buttons aside from that, he might have gotten hit by the DP straight up. But now he's got the hit on his overdrive. The mix-up comes out.
Whoa,
There's
wrong
the
side.
2C.
Throw.
Not tech, and he's going to get a good amount of damage on it because it is the corner version of the combo. But really, obviously, the setup is what matters, right?
Jumps out of the crest, able to get out of that combo, switches sides.
Trying to slot his spells. He got the RC, so he's going to go for full conversion here. What's the meter? Oh, okay, he was expecting DP.
Okay. Doesn't get the combo there.
That could be great for Yuta, but he's controlling the base now. He got the hit there. It's a bit too far, though. I don't blame him for dropping it.
He's got his overdrive stock as well now.
Yeah, overdrive for Yuta's coming in, though, so he's probably going to sit back.
Oh!
Oh, got the God hand right there while he was cresting, so I fatal countered, and Monster back in the game.
Yeah, you can, it's hard for 9 to really attack when they didn't crest is coming, but he does have access to a long-range move, and it paid off right there.
Yeah, God hand. He actually hadn't been showing it too much. Now that I think about it, that was maybe the 4th time total he's used it so
Yeah,
far.
and he's used it specifically to catch Yuta sleeping, trying to put a Boars on.
Did exactly that, and now we are 1 game apiece here. Last game here. Trying to use those wind normals to be able to catch him because those are really long range, but those are all pretty quick.
Okay, the double dash.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
able to beat the 2C, and he tried to press one more button, and that got a kill.
Yeah, great. Overall, Monster's shown great spacing, just being able to bait out a lot of these normals from S.
But he's got to deal with the pressure now.
Good use of that. And right there, that time Yuta blocked a low. I think he's been caught sleeping a couple times by Monster's lows. That time he was defend himself.
Oh, got the DRM set up, though. Not getting caught by a low on that one because he was looking for throw, but maybe just a bit too early.
Counter assault. Kunzai is locked and loaded. Good block on the Gawain, but RC's it.
He's got active flow, too.
What's the mix-up here? Crest on.
Oh,
Just
got counter hit. I guess he was looking for the stagger pressure that he showed earlier, and he actually didn't bite.
another knockdown, crest up. Delay attack.
Oh,
Tries
again.
to mash out, doesn't work.
Normally that would negate a projectile, but it didn't actually negate the jump E. And now Yuta back on match point. I wonder if maybe it was just too early or too late or something.
Could have been both. You know, too late to beat one thing, too early to beat the other one.
Yeah. Unless
Okay.
JD has a property I don't know about. Okay. Yeah,
Okay. Whoa.
Nice use of the backdash to get around it, but yeah, you waited on
Yuta
that
is waiting, yeah.
You used up all your teleports. What are you going to do? Stop me from anti-airing you?
Yeah, the one thing, you know, Monster might have been able to do is block, but
That was a tricky setup right there. So he feigned that the 2C whiffed as if he grabbed the combo, but it turned out the crest was actually active. So
good choice. Wow, what a pickup.
that was max range. Nice from Monster right there. This is his opportunity to get back in the game. Gonna go for the unblockable? No. Overdrive comes out, and he TPs. He had RC, so he was ready for it.
Good block on the Gawain.
Oh, he got jumped over, and there's the 5D. Look at the conversion from the bottom of the screen. He was about to hit the ground. Tight stocked up. He gets the air-to-air. He's gonna be able to get full conversion. Picks up, and he blocks it. Nice.
Doesn't have beat at RC. Yuta just lets it go.
Oh my god, the stagger pressure right there. It finally got him, but he only had Fairy. He didn't have Kunzai. The TP comes out. Now he's back on offensive. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he almost caught him right there.
DP,
DP,
and that's gonna do it for that Monster. Back in the game again.
Monster has not been on a lot of those DPs. He's ready every single time so far.
So this is it. Final game, final round for these two. One of them is going home. Yuta defeating Fenrich. Monster defeating literally everybody in every other tournament. Like,
What's gonna happen? We don't know. Very tense moment right here. Yuta's already charged up Boris, so his next special move is gonna be powered up. But Monster not biting, just staying at an effective range. Emerald, no combo there.
yeah. It's too far away to get anything. He's using Con Hand to try and catch him. Yeah, doing exactly that, right? But Yuta was recognizing that, so he waited.
Yeah, that wind effective range is so good, just outside of S's best effective range as well.
Yeah, he's really trying to bait out any sort of button press from Yuta. He's controlling him so well. He jumps over the fireball, and that's going to allow him to pressure now.
Backs off.
He whipped, and that's going to let, Yuta was going to get full conversion off that because he got that crest.
Kunzai!
Wow, he navigated all the
But he
domains.
misses!
Oh god, the drop on the combo, the 2C whips, but he can't do anything about it anymore. The cross up, and there it is, the low up, the stagger pressure. He probably tried to throw attack.
Gonna get corner carry. Can Monster defend himself here in the corner?
He's got counter assault, he had TP stock, but again, he gets 2-8. He's got full conversion here.
What's the mix-up? Crest is ready, but he puts it back on.
Okay, there's the counter assault right there.
Yeah, just get some breathing room.
And sets up the Amethyst. Unfortunately, he gets negated right there, but he's still got offensive pressure, right? And he's out of the corner. He's building up that burst, but there's the hit from Yuta. No full conversion.
Wow.
Up and forcing the burst out of Yuta after Yabare.
But this is tough. There's only 10 seconds left.
He's got to make something happen right this moment, and he's trying to do that with the crypto rate of the 5
Oh, he gets a hit.
He actually might be able to get it in enough time.
4 seconds.
No, he doesn't have a spell slot.
Oh.
He gets the overhead. Is it enough? And that's it. Yuta beats him by the hair of his chin.
He had the hit, but he didn't have any resource to stop the clock or do a lot of damage in a short period of time. That is such a tough break.
Just so close. Monster kept getting the hit. The thing is he actually ended up going for a mix-up on the reset, but he didn't have another spell stock.
Right, so he couldn't combo off it.
Well, no, when he went for the reset, he had done the combo, right? He ice froze him, and he thought he had a Kunzite or something because he tried to go for it because he did the spell stock animation, but he doesn't have one, so he couldn't do anything afterwards. And that's why you saw him just stand there.
Yeah, that was such a tough moment right there. That was crazy. Such a close match. It could have gone any way.
It's an unfortunate way to go out, but you know that just speaks to how Yuta played the game. He recognized the timer. He ran away effectively. He was able to stop him. He even hit him with a counter hit 5C while he was trying to move forward at points. Yuta moves on. Monster, unfortunately, going home here, but respectable, right? Here, top 8 at the World Finals of ArcRevo America 2019 here in BBCF.
Yeah.
Very, very
And as we just said, you can't look away. You have no idea who's going to win up until the final moment. Until it says someone won, you don't know.
My bracket is done, been broke. All right, like I was just wrong.
All right, and up next we've got Fenrich versus Huku.
Yeah, so Huku, the hero of the story from last match, right?
Yeah.
However, Fenrich has been obviously the most historied and dominant player that we've had in quite some time, ever since I guess there was Kakuen, right? Back in the day.
Well, I think what it is Fenrich can be a bit of a slow starter at times, and we have seen him fall into losers in big tournaments and come all the way back.
Yeah. So.
Huku, of course, fresh off of that really nail-biting win against Soji.
It's got to have some sort of momentum, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I would get my blood pumping after that one.
Exactly, but so far, no really indication of who's going to win this, honestly. Huku played so good. He could continue to play just as good and, win the match in such a similar dominating manner. But, Fenrich, you can never count him out.
Yeah, in other times I would be like, yo, I pick Fenrich emphatically to take it. But we've definitely shown that he has chinks in the armor. He can bleed kind of deal. And Huku has some incredible defense, right? So, being able to mix him up, it seems like it's going to be nigh impossible. He's pretty much only going to have to lose to Fenrich in the neutral game.
Which is definitely possible. One of Bang's really kind of glaring weaknesses is that his hurt box in the air is kind of big. So relative to a lot of other characters for the size of the moves he has, his hurt box is pretty big. That is one of the advantages Jin has in this matchup because he's got sword normals.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing is Fenrich versus Dora has happened many, many times, right? And there's a very particular strategy that Fenrich goes to versus this character. However, Huku doesn't play like Dora exactly. Right, and I mean, sure, everybody who plays another character can play differently than the other ones, but I feel like it's a pretty glaring difference between the two play styles.
Well, this is the kind of game where your personality and how you want to play really shines through. Regardless, two people can play the exact same character, express completely different personalities.
Yeah, I mean, the game is all about uniqueness, right? That's actually one of its main mechanics. Is everybody has a drive that is unique to them. So.
Exactly.
But yeah, here we go. It's gonna be Fenrich versus Huku. One of them's going home here in losers' quarters.
Yeah, I can't even imagine it. Just watching Huku's match, knowing the history of Fenrich and how good he is.
Could you imagine if Fenrich dies right here?
I didn't write the script.
I didn't write the scripts, yeah. But yeah.
These players write their own scripts, and let's see who wins.
So I believe Huku might make it so it's not a slow start, but Fenrich wants to have it be a slow start if he can make it happen, right? So.
Well, players being very careful with how they're pressing buttons so far. Break, no damage for either player so far.
Yeah. Not even chip. Oh my goodness! I think he would have got opened up with that 6 actually, but he gets the whip punish on that.
Yeah, catches the landing recovery, looks like.
Okay, got the full conversion there thanks to the wall. Not gonna be able to stop him from rolling out with that OP, but yeah.
Okay.
Put back in the corner. Whoa! He hit like a 2B or a 2C or something because it extended his hurt box to the other side.
Oh, what a bait! But he rapided it. Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna get plus frames though, so that's still pretty good for Hugo. But however, he still gets out of the corner, and now he's got it set up here.
Okay.
Satsun Ender.
Yeah, he lands in there, hide the screen. What's the mix-up? Air dash?
Oh, yeah, he blocked the air dash, but definitely not the throw there. That gave Fenrich active flow, so he gets more damage on these combos.
Quick wake up. Almost
Yeah.
got killed.
He tried to emergency tech 2A, but they're fine, man.
Throw tech. RC gets the hit. Gets another one.
Yeah, forcing the burst out of Fenrich, he actually would have lost there.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I mean, if you get the burst of French, it's something, right? He didn't so. Doesn't follow up with the super good block from Huku.
Yeah, he seems content with keeping his burst in an overdrive right there. The counter assault comes out, he's got Furin Kayans on him, and the DP comes out, he expected the burst, but the burst never came. Oh my god, and that could come back to haunt him as Huku is back on offensive now. He's using up all his
Counter
damage,
hit
he gets
nail.
the counter hit, the B-nail, the explosion, he's got the bomb, and he drops it. Now, one chance for both players.
He can
here.
get chipped out.
Oh, the counter assault comes out, 7 seconds left on the clock. There's the block, and there's the air unblockables him.
Yeah, I mean, that overhead is minus, so Huku just tried to move away. Fenrich catches him with that 5B.
Okay. Billy Blanks started out, got the Tybo jump phase.
Yes,
There's the
good.
DK.
Good reversal from Fenrich, has the offense now in the corner,
Oh,
walks
he
into
thought he
that.
was going to cross up because he was looking for instant air dash, right? So he was blocking on the other side and it ended up making him block.
Good block.
Yeah.
You gotta show the ability to block that normal. He
Oh,
TPs.
and that means he can punish it.
Oh,
He does it just
no!
a bit too late. So unfortunate for Huku. And because he missed it, he actually had a burst, but he gets this air throw here.
They showed incredible grit, making it whiff.
Knockdown situation, set up the explosion nail, but he delayed text to make sure he doesn't have to deal with that knockdown. Oh,
Wow.
the 2C gets bodied by the 5B.
That stagger pressure misses the jump D.
Again, that's actually been the biggest part for Huku's,
What a pickup, but not quite. Throw broken.
but that gives him active flow still. So Fenrich will take that, right? He's always working towards active flow as much as he can.
Yeah, I mean, when he's got the overdrive stocked. Counter assault just to get him off. What's the mix up? It's DP'd.
Comes out.
Good block.
Opts to not go for. Oh,
Whoa.
we got the hit here. This should be dead.
Yeah, delayed RC.
Oh wait, no. Oh, maybe is he gonna? Okay, there.
He's got overdrive, yeah.
I was wondering when the overdrive was coming. I just wasn't sure.
Overdrive. He's still got EA at the very end. Comfortably kicks that.
So first game here to Fenrich.
And Huku, so far he's made a lot of the right reads, right? He's been playing really well. He's just been making some really critical mistakes. They're just off by a couple frames, but it's the decider of the match.
There's also the fact that just about every match we've seen him so far, which I guess is the Sochi match, right? He's dropped that specific jump D situation during his combos. It's always been on jump D.
Yeah, it can be tough to do because you have to. The jump D just doesn't have the same hitbox.
Yeah.
Throw.
Right here. He is very, very close to active flow at this point.
And Fenrich, it's pretty much his around so far. Tries to guard point there, doesn't work. Then Rice jump in meets him.
He could die straight up right now. It's possible. But his defense shines through a lot of the time. Oh, cross trigger, but he was a bit too far away because of the barrier pushback. He got the side switch here, and this is a prayer and a dream at this point.
I mean, Huku has shown that he only needs pixels, so let's see it.
Oh, but yeah, that was not DP safe Oki, unfortunately, and Fenrich took that. I mean, he had so much health to work with that it didn't really feel like it was too bad for him to DP, right?
That's true.
He was like, I'm gonna be okay.
Even if he got punished, he wouldn't have died. Okay.
60 pressure. The
Yeah.
throw does get tech though.
Can he get the combo? He does.
There, snail, yeah, nice. Is he gonna get the JD? He got it. A lot of the times he's been missing the jumble jumps, the JD wouldn't hit, and but he got the air. What a confirm too.
Use an extra nail there. He's got the bumper already set up. He can extend his combo.
Yeah, but the mix-up is with the bumper is for. Oh, he tricked him with the TRM setup, so he tried to throw tech late, and then he knew.
Double stick engine in there. Overhead, but didn't RC it.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. Normally, Fenrich is really good at reacting to that hit.
Wow,
2A
counted him.
Alvare, nice, and because he has the bumper, he gets the side switch.
Bumper to get all the seals. He's got all the seals.
Yeah, but Fenrich actually finds his way out of the pressure. He still gets out. Oh my goodness, that could have been a big whip punish right
Whoa.
there. Purple Throw gets tech immediately. No push-ups for Fenrich.
One player's full stick of butter. Counter assault, just get him off me.
Yes, trying to use the 2D as an anti-air. He
Baited
actually gets
it.
around it, but he got the punches of
Yeah.
poison nail, forcing the burst.
Yeah, he went for the easier punish this time.
Yeah. Oh, got
Uh-oh.
the hit. He can convert off this, but the burst is available for Hugo. It's just wet.
Can he even do it?
Is it overdrive or is it burst? Here it is.
Just for overdrive. I see that 2A. He's probably just going to the EA rip, maybe?
Maybe. But it might, yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
it might
say,
not
I
work,
think it will
yeah.
recover fast enough.
Uh-oh, he's locked down.
He's got
in
counter
jail.
slot available to him as well. He can only block using barrier here. Oh, he got the backdash and Fenrich is gonna take it.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
He tried to backdash out, but Fenrich was already IADing, probably to go for like a cross-up situation or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he even read the backdash. I don't know. Whatever the case may have been, he caught him backdashing, attempting to get out of pressure and to use the overdrive to his full effectiveness, and Fenrich didn't allow that at all.
Yeah. Maybe he could have just let the EA rip just to make Furuden Kazan end so he could defend himself better. That might have been a choice, but you never know. Like, Jin is so good at just like jumping out of your EA like every time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a 2A though, so he was pretty certain that it was going to recover in time, so he just was a little too afraid of the EA.
Yeah, that was a tough match. I think, you know, Huku had a great showing though, I have to say. Yeah, I think he was in every round.
Yeah, no, he definitely was in every round, for sure. I mean, especially after we watched that Soji match.
Yeah.
I feel like if I, like, the next tournament I watch him at, he'll be at, like, a pixel, his opponent will be on a perfect, and I'll be like, hold on.
Wait a
I'm
second.
just not sure.
It's not over yet. I'm not ready to bet on that yet.
Yeah, despite all of his excellent defense, he has met his end here, but he had such a strong placing here at ArcRevo.
Absolutely.
Huku unfortunately going home. Fenrich going to move on, so we will see him a little bit later, but we got to keep these matches going. As much as my heart rate is a bit too high right now.
Well, keep that heart rate up. And up next, we've got winners finals, and it's going to be Naruto versus YMST Yamashita.
Ah, that's right. So Naoto, having both Naoto and Rachel in the arsenal, right? But Yamashita pretty much tried and true on the Izanami.
Right. And, you know, these are the final two undefeated players in this tournament. And
they beat Monster and Fenrich respectively.
Right.
Right? That's insane.
It's really hard to say even who's going to win this one, right? Because Yamashita, you know, he's been showing really, really solid play. He's not been missing any of his conversions. A lot of those are so tough, too. But on the flip side, Naoto has just been dominating every round that he's been in for the most part.
The level of control that Naoto has exuded against pretty much every one of his opponents has been a masterclass, right? He could write a book on it.
He's pretty much like enforcing his will in the game. Like
At all times?
Yeah, he's pretty much in neutral. It's my turn. You know, when it's my turn, it's also my turn.
When it's your turn, now it's mine.
Yeah. So for the most part, like any kind of neutral situation, like both players, like I don't know what to do here. Naoto already knows. He's already doing it, and that kind of aggressiveness can pay off a lot in tournament settings.
So another thing though is Izanami, control is her game, right? She probably has like the strongest level of control out of any character in existence for this game. So it's really hard to say like how Naoto can make the level of control happen when you're faced against a character like Izanami, right? Like yeah, sure. Once he gets that like proper read or maybe that straight hit or something like that, the Izanami is probably gonna have a hugely difficult problem on her hands, right? But in the neutral, when she has to deal with bits and things, it could be difficult if he's not able to get, like, if he plays Rachel, let's say, if he's not able to get, like, Lobelia set up behind her or Batman or things like that.
Yeah. Well, could we see him play Naruto instead of Rachel? I'm not sure.
I don't know why he would do it in this matchup when he has Rachel available to him, but it also could be a comfort thing, right?
True.
Maybe he could, like, feel that his Naruto is better than his Rachel versus Izanami or something like that.
Or versus Yamashita specifically.
Or, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm not really sure, but I think that for the most part, I would expect to see Rachel. Excuse me. But let's just see what he picks. I mean, I'm sure they're going to do a button check first.
So I mentioned it earlier, actually, in the first match that Naoto had. He came into ArcRevo World Tour Finals with 0 arc points.
Right.
He had none. He had to go through LCQs, unseeded, and make it all the way here to Winners Finals.
There's always one blue-collar guy in every ArcRevo tournament, right? There's a guy who comes in, works hard, grinds it all the way through LCQs, all the way to finals. Yeah.
And here it is, Naoto. Just gonna get these button checks done. Make sure everything's, because I mean this is one of the biggest moments, right? This guarantees your possibility in top 2, right? This guarantees having an advantage in grand finals.
Right.
This is a very, very important moment. So one thing they don't want to mess up is their buttons for sure.
Yeah. And one other thing too about this matchup is that because it is winners finals, it is 3 out of 5. If Naruto does want to try to experiment with picking Naruto, there's a bigger window of error for that. you do. If it doesn't work, at least you have 2 more matches to work with.
Yeah, you have another chance to come back, right? And you know, it's also another chance to download what
Right.
had just happened to you, to adapt. So I feel like he's gonna go Rachel though. Maybe if he like loses to and he tries out the Naoto or something like that. But I feel like Rachel is the pick here.
Right. So far, I think overall, like the way that Naoto's played up to this point, he's been very, very good about knowing where the opponent wants to be. And so I think this is the kind of matchup where he might, if he is able to continue that dominance of like reading his opponent's movement, he's gonna be able to win it out.
Yeah, it's that control. It's just that level of control. It's the highest. All right, what's the music choice?
All right.
Knocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
9's theme, one of my favorite.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a really strong theme. Again, I keep saying, BlazBlue has like very few themes I wouldn't just like.
Yeah, there's no
listen
misses,
to.
right?
Taker's theme, I guess.
I love
might
that
be,
theme.
Might be one I won't listen to on the car ride, but.
Well, Taker's theme still got me as a fan.
Here we go. Winners finals. ArcRevo America. Yamashita versus Naoto. Already on the offense is Naoto.
Whoa! Looks like he missed an input there. Wasted all of his win.
Not only did he waste all of his win, but that allows for the side switch for Yamashita, and so he's going to get Fireball Oki into Ribcage.
How's the defense going? Naoto! Oh, the low.
Yeah.
The scoop looks exactly like an overhead from what I can tell.
Yeah, well, it's the low, then an overhead,
Yeah.
so.
Wow,
Got
just
the
catching
counter
the
hit.
mid.
Yeah,
Okay.
dispensing the mids right here, but okay, got the win to be able to get out there. Gonna try and push him as far to the corner as he can, but really we're just trying to build that win bar back.
Yeah, Rachel only builds win when she's on the ground. So once you get started, she'll start building it later. But
Oh, there's the counter assault during the possible mix-up. Gotta watch out for that low belly. It is set up. Yeah, Sword Iris.
okay, just takes the hit and catches. That
She
jump
can't
C is so
block.
big. Yeah,
She
it's
can't
so
block.
big. Like I mentioned, if he can read the movement where Yamashita wants to be, he can stop them.
Look at all that wind meter got knocked from that super right. And Georgia 13th is still on deck, too. He's coming. Oh, Lord, is he coming?
He locks that floor down.
Okay. Oh, trying to go for the anti-air, but the bits actually caught it before the armor, the guard point hit.
Yeah, that was good awareness from Yamashita.
Yeah, overdriving because he was about to get the burst back, so he wanted to ensure that round was golden. So he's going to have about 30% of his burst next round, but of course he has a round up, right?
Yeah.
So it's very, very well worth
He
it.
even got one of the stocks back during the super animation.
It's a really long super animation, and because he was in EA, it builds faster, right? So
Wow, what an anti-air.
it's so good,
Blocks the slide.
which is really, really important.
Okay, he's already got a little bit of set up in the corner, so he's got Sword Iris for the combo. Good awareness there, sets it up. George, lock him down.
He does not delay tech, and he actually ends up getting counter hit. Corner damage available.
Okay, sets up another Sword Iris, uses it.
Yeah, he can't go for the big damage combos because he doesn't have much wind meter, so he wants to save it to get it back.
Wow,
There's
the
the
low.
low. First is available for Yamashita, but I feel like he would probably save it.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much dead too.
Yeah, he should, I think he's dead too.
Oh, he dropped it!
And then he's gonna punch with super here.
That's a tough break. That's a big drop.
And what's the setup on Vince though? Here's the important part. How well can Naoto defend versus Tsunami? He actually just ends up getting out for free.
Yeah, good choice right there. Just set it back up to neutral. Negative warning.
Oh, got that slide.
Uh-oh.
This could be huge here for Yamashita in terms of a comeback.
Oh, he backdashed.
Caught the backdash with the bits
But
there.
he dropped it.
Oh my God, big drop. The ribcage comes out. I think he actually could have punished that. Nice block so far. There's the overhead, and I can't believe it. He made it all the way back from no help.
Man, that's a heartbreaking drop right there from Naoto. He definitely had the win on that round. But you can't leave anybody alive at this point with a big soul.
Absolutely not. This is the cream of the crop, the best of the best. I mean, it doesn't matter what character you're playing at this point. If you give them an inch, they are going as far as possible.
Yeah, your health total doesn't matter as long as it doesn't run out.
Yeah. I got 1 HP. I can do this.
Exactly. That's what fighting games are all about.
Rebel 1.
Here we go. Second game right now. And remember, this is 3 out of 5 here, so we're in it for the long haul.
Good anti-air with the Lobelia. Once again, makes it Yamashita early burst.
Yeah, it would have been a very precarious situation to deal with because he would have been in the corner, right? He would have had to deal with 50-50.
Got the bat on her, which means the wind is stronger, but
It's not really going to matter with the ribcage up, though.
yeah.
Fireball Oki here, set up the bins, get that ribcage going. He doesn't have a lot of barriers, so he's kind of
Good block.
banking on it. Hitting now. No.
Good blocks.
Again, staying alive with the pressure. He caught him jumping out.
Yeah, he almost got the 50-meter too. I think that was what he was waiting for, counter assault. Chooses to burst.
Sword Iris holds him down. Yeah, he's trying to catch up to him, but having a Izanami has a Murakumo backdash, which means it's amazing.
Really fast, really long. Okay, gets out.
Even blocks the cross under. Nice from Naoto, but the problem is he's got tagged there. He's going to try and wait out this.
Yeah, wait out the ribcage, just avoid. You know, Rachel's one of the best characters of this. Can use wind to really amplify her movement. Tempest Dahlia.
Oh, wow. And the bits actually hit before the rest of the projectiles came out. So not only did he build very little wind, but he stopped the entire super there. Yeah, kept the slide safe thanks to the bit. That should do it here. And he's going to build, I think, 1% more of his, no, okay.
Almost.
He's going to build 1% more of the burst meter back because of how long the super takes.
Rebel 2. Action.
Okay, NTA with Labelli. One of the better NTAs.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty fast at round starting to have the nice hitbox, right?
Fortunately, Yamashita following up with a hit corner carry.
Yeah, all the way to the corner.
All right, kind of dropped it there, but...
An overhead, probably trying to jump out. Okay, blocks the overhead, blocks low. Blocks another overhead, but ribcage is on, so he tries to go for throw, and unfortunately it whips.
Out of the
Throw
corner.
is one of the only things
Whoa!
you can do.
Hit her right when the barrier ran out.
Yeah, puts Batman on, Jordan 13,000, a couple of Sword Irises, right?
Wow, 6-8, air to air. Okay, the Sword Iris didn't connect though.
That was really unfortunate because that's going to allow Yamashita to come back right now, and oh my god, what a conversion. Level 1 Fireball OG, setting up the bits in the ribcage. He's got a lot more barrier than he did previously, but good blocks on the overhead. He tries to jump out, and he does exactly that.
Good jump, but all the way to the other corner. Good throw tech, no barrier
It's
from
gone.
Yamashita.
This is a chance for Rachel to be able to make something happen. He gets the hit, and that's extra damage because he's in danger state.
Tempest Dahlia.
Yeah, gotta get that meter back, right?
Right, just lock her down in the corner. Slides out.
But there it is. Ribcage is back on. She is in full boss mode right now. Final boss.
Did she get out of this? She does. The barrier's off. Overdrive.
Oh, yeah, but he overdrives the kid is
So
back,
smart.
right? And now she has access to both modes, but she's probably dead. Overdrive version of the super, and that should be game number 2 here for Yamashita. Naoto is so close, just about so many different times. But what's really nice is that Yamashita is able to wait out the win bar.
Yeah.
Right? He's keeping it so that he has a lot less resources than he would want to in terms of mix-up. Because if Rachel comes at you with 3 or 4 win bars, you're getting opened up.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah, both players have been showing like a lot of awareness situationally, just like managing each other's gauges. So, you know, in this game, there's a lot of gauges to manage, and you know, these players are showing a lot of awareness, knowing how much is left of the opponent's gauge.
Yeah, and you saw that where Yamashita was in danger state kind of constantly almost, right?
Right.
But somehow, some way, he still was able to avoid getting hit. Sure, he got that one hit there at the very end, but it didn't matter enough to get him the loss.
Yeah, and as we had mentioned, Naruto is best when he's able to read his opponent's movements and just hold them down, but so far for the most part, Yamashita just playing outside of those corners pretty much.
But gets the win, forcing the burst right there. Yamashita doesn't want any offensive pressure, and then the possible confirm, forcing the burst back from Naoto.
What a slide! Ooh. Knowing that he's using the ability of the anti-air, uses the slide to get under it.
Yeah, he noticed those DMs were not closed off, and he got in there. Okay, pitch coming up. Oh my god, the counter assault getting completely negated by the activation of Ribcage.
And that's one of the best things about Ribcage, it blocks the counter assault for you.
Yeah, you know, it's strike and vulnerable. What do you want from him?
Blocks the overhead, respects the bits.
Did the Crusher miss? Or did he bury her in the last second?
He might have buried because his barrier is really low right now,
Yeah.
so probably did.
But he's probably going to die here as long as there's no drop. No meter required even.
Yeah, just another dominating performance from Yamashita. Both of these players are not willing to give up any of their momentum. They just burst right after they get hit.
Unfortunately, a lot of momentum has been given to Yamashita as he's currently on set point right now.
Trade.
Trying to get to grand final side. Ribcage is already up. He gets the throw counter, so he couldn't tech that, forcing the burst. Got him low.
Yeah, he's caught him jumping or something, but here we go. It's Naruto's turn. Either player with the burst. Can Yamashita weather this, or will Naruto just take this round off this pressure?
Setting up the bat, trying
Another
to go.
low.
Goodness. Yeah, I mean, most people are expecting the overhead from Rachel, right? Because the low is the most damage, so you always try to block low.
Wow, overhead, but didn't confirm off of it. But he's doing so much damage with those bats. Counter assault finally.
Not a lot of barrier gauge either for Yamashita, so you may not even see Ribcage come out for a little bit longer. Oh, got hit on the backdash, but it's a bit too far to convert.
Another hit, Barrel Lotus.
Charge the 13th now, and oh lord, is he coming.
Tempest Dahlia just going to build back some wind meter.
Yeah, George
is there at
Here
the
we
bottom.
go.
Here comes a low.
He had about 4 wind gauges, and again, I don't care who you are, you're getting opened up.
Yeah, now on the board finally. No burst, unfortunately. Well, Yamashita has a full burst stock.
Yeah, trying to put himself back in the game right now. Okay.
Nice, but he's too far.
Yeah, super unfortunate right there for him, but Yamashita will take that to the bank as he sets up right now.
Good backdash, and he challenges.
Okay, he's getting back into it. Ribcage comes out. George could drain all of her barrier gauge if he starts going.
He goes off.
Traded the barrier gauge for the wind gauge.
Okay, no, but he had the bits. He blocked the slide. The bits are ready to punish.
Yeah, if you're an Izanami player, you're weary of doing slide without bits, right? Because it's safe. Got the backdash.
And this is a bad situation for Naruto. He might be able to get his burst before he dies, but Yamashita has his overdrive, so a hit into overdrive to finish it.
Yeah, this could just be one hit into death right now. Arrow blocks him up, he's able to get out right now. The bit's trying to keep him there. He's got the hit. It finally runs out, forcing the burst. This is his one opportunity right now. He's got to 8-mile this or it's over.
Good block on the bits right there. Every little bit counts when your health is this low. Tempest Dahlia. It trades.
That's great for Yamashita, right?
Yeah.
Oh, got the slide right there. And that's going to do it. Yamashita making it to grand finals on winner's side.
The back pad. That was tough for Naruto. I think he had a really good idea of how Yamashita was going to move, but Yamashita had mixed in a lot of those slides, and they were putting in so much work.
Yeah, especially the ones with the bits, right? Because he was like, okay, I see the slide, I blocked the slide, I was ready for it. Crap, he had the bits, and I got counter hit.
Yeah. Rachel is kind of one of those characters that can't really like specifically call out the slide with like a low and vulnerable move, which some characters can do.
Yeah.
So in that situation, just really good awareness from Yamashita, and just he's going to advance to
grand finals on winner's side. Yeah, I mean, even if he did like a jump over wind down, the bits were there to save him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So that would have been maybe one of his options for it, but Yamashita, being ever so prepared as always, was ready for that too.
Yeah, and for the most part, he'd only used it when he felt the situation was like a real 50-50 between an anti-air Lobelia or like anything else, but wow, he's going to advance.
Yeah, and so, you know, after that set, we're unfortunately going to have to go to break, and so just give us another couple of seconds, guys, but we will be right back with more BlazBlue Central Fiction.
Yeah, loser semi is coming right up.
And we are back here with top 4 of BBCF here at ArcRevo America 2019. And it has just been hit after hit after hit, James.
Absolutely. I mean, BlazBlue tournaments, once they get down to the wire, every match is down to the wire.
Maybe not that winners finals, though, I'm going to be honest with you. But, you know, I mean, you want to talk about the matches going down to the wire. So let's take a look at actually those scores here on the bracket. So our winners finals a moment ago was Naoto versus Yamashita. Earlier we saw Monster versus Yuta, and then Fenrich versus Fuku. So that's going to round it out. So we now have Yuta versus Fenrich coming up next. Winner of that's going to fight Naoto, and the winner of that gets the very great pleasure of having to fight Yamashita in 2 possible sets.
Yes, the opportunity.
The opportunity.
Yeah, yes. So let's see. So first we're going to see Yuta versus Fenrich. This is a run back, as you had mentioned.
Yes, at Evolution 2019.
Yeah, Yuta played Jin or Ragna for quite a bit of time. You know, both of these players are specialists of the kind of, just like, not exactly super technical, but very, very strong kind of characters, right? Yuta, of course, you know, S is a little more technical than your average character, but for the most part, you fight with footsies.
Yeah. So, Evo 2019, Yuta, he just looks so dominant. Like, Fenrich didn't seem to know what to do like he does against other players.
Right, but I don't think he's going to make that kind of same mistake again, honestly.
Yeah,
I think he's definitely gone into the lab, prepared for this.
Yeah, he's actually quite the lab monster, honestly.
Yes,
so,
he
and
is.
in a lot of games that you'll see him in training mode, and he is just going in at it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he's putting on Twitter. Not a really talkative guy, but he's going to be posting those combos and
Things
all that
like
stuff
that,
he's been
yeah.
doing on training mode.
On the other hand, Yuta, despite the fact that he won an Evo, there's no way he's sleeping on Fenrich, right?
Absolutely not.
He would be a fool, like just straight up here. But
yeah, and you know, as we mentioned, I think that Fenrich is sometimes a slow starter. We've seen him in like many tournaments, in many different games where he will like come out in top 8, kind of flat in winner's side, fall to the losers, then climb all the way back to grand finals.
yeah, all the way back for sure. I mean, not so much this year. That was the case at Evo Japan.
We've seen him do it in Dragon Ball as well.
But
so.
not so much this year in Arc System or in BlazBlue CF, right? But the previous years, absolutely, that happened almost all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are 2 of the strongest players, 2 of the people that expected to see possibly be in grand finals kind of deal. Now here playing in loser semis.
Yeah, one of them is going to get 4th.
Again, everybody's brackets were broken. I'm just saying.
All right, and so this will be 2 out of 3 after this button check. It is losers semis, so until losers finals, it'll still be 2 out of 3.
Yeah, it's just it's the traditional FGC bracket, so makes complete sense here. But this is one of those matchups that I feel like has to go down to the wire.
Yeah, it definitely can and should. Both of these characters have they're normals. They have the right tool for each opponent, right? The right spacing can benefit either character depending on what situation it is.
Yeah.
So for the most part, it really comes down to, you know, when you're at a disadvantage, how well do you defend yourself? When you're pressing your advantage, how much do you overcommit, right?
Yeah. So normally in most cases, Jin would be like, oh, my jump C is kind of emphatic in a lot of ranges, right? A lot of characters have very big trouble dealing with his jump C and things like that. But S is a character who has an even larger, faster normal in the air at that same area. So it can be really, really weird. It's one of those things where he's probably going to have to do preemptive jump Cs more so than he would do it normally.
Yeah, but the other part of that rock, paper, scissors is what if you bait them into doing the jump B first, and then you can meet them with your rising jump C after their move's over, right?
Yeah.
So it really comes down to, you know, who's playing better, honestly. And it sounds like an obvious thing, but...
yeah. Like, just keep your health above 0, you know? If it were me, I simply would have blocked the overhead, right?
If it was me, I would have won instead of lost.
Yeah. But that's just not the case. It's never that easy, never that cut and dry, and especially not going to be that cut and dry in this matchup, I feel. As we go here into loser semis, BBCF top 4, Yuta versus Fenrich.
Yeah, who is it going to be? I mean, it's hard to say. You can flip a coin, you might get about the same kind of result for predicting this. So you got to decide on which song.
They're going back to Must Die.
Yuta grimacing slightly.
That may have been the most mixed crowd response for Must Die I've ever heard in my life.
All right, so we've got Must Die top 4. One of these must die, and we'll go home.
It's tense. Yes, yes, cricket.
We've got Drum Mania in the crowd right now.
Yes, give me a crowd. Here we go, loser semis. Yuto versus Fenrich. Here we go.
Starting off with neutral. Yuta gets the first pressure, but Fenrich staying calm. Insta blocks pretty much all the hits.
Yeah, trying to convert off those stray air hits, but it can be really difficult without a counter hit, right?
Right. A lot of great defense from both players. Nobody's really willing to overcommit here.
Oh, tried to frame trap him right there. It ended up actually catching him in something that he wasn't expecting. He couldn't convert off it, but it still puts him in the presser situation.
Takes the hit from the jump C. Rapid!
Yeah,
Late
see,
rapid, great conversion.
That's the conversion I see from Fenrich all the time. We've all seen it from Fenrich. His reactions on 6A hitting or being blocked is immaculate.
Great throw right there. Both players about to be in active flow.
Yeah.
Throw broken. Both of them are in active flow.
Yep. Both of those actions put them in active flow, you know, breaking and doing the throw.
Okay.
Getting the JC here. He's gonna get a good amount of corner carry, but not, you know, maybe the best.
Just like, 3/4. Gets the bars on.
Yeah. Okay, double fireball right now. He still has the crest available to him, so one stray hit could be a lot of extra damage.
Yeah, I should convert right into DP with a powered up special move that allows for full conversion.
Yeah.
Both players playing very calm neutral right here. Not trying to commit.
The JB right there, so now he's got to deal with the Fenrich pressure.
There's
And he
it,
DPs
DPs
through it.
him.
That's going to be full conversion. Got a lot of bar on deck, so he opts for the crested knockdown instead.
Yeah, just trying to keep it safe and easy, and he can just win just by hitting another DP.
But this could very well just be the round right now. See if he hits it.
100-meter stock. 1, 2.
Number 2, that's gonna do it right there. Yuta taking the first round. Again, Fenrich had such a hard time opening Yuta up, and even when it wasn't opening up, he couldn't hit him in neutral as much as he wanted to, as much as we've known Fenrich to do.
Yeah, and as we said, Yuta is a long-time gym player as well. He's probably got a ton of understanding of when things are gonna come. Overdrive, but he drops it.
Drop it. I mean, it could have actually been a lot better of a reset if that had fully connected.
Yeah. Jumps over. Great read from Fenrich right here. Gets a combo.
Yeah, it's really the setup and the knockdown that he wants, right? Because he's been having trouble getting anything started so far. They
Overhead.
backhanded him with the 6A hit, and finally a throw connects fully.
Yeah, reset him. You probably thought him to do a late RC combo, but he just ran up and threw him. What's the mix-up low? Just straight up.
Yeah. Probably was expecting the 6A or something, but look at all the damage he's gotten. Can he do it? One more super, should chunk his life.
Oh.
There it is. And that's the EA version, so a lot more minimum damage on that, yep. It was max range, so I wasn't too sure if it was fully going to connect, but Fenrich is the god.
As we said, Fenrich, he's got ice in his veins. He's always ready to close.
A lot better round for him that time. And got the throw counter just super low to the ground. Excellent from Fenrich. That's going to put him in the corner. Yuta's going to have to find a way to fight back after his onset under.
Wow.
TRM.
With 5A, right into run-up throw. Catches Yuta with that TRM. Overhead, late RC.
There it is, yeah. Forcing the burst out of Yuta, but this gives him a chance. He can make this comeback. We saw the level of control never allowing Fenrich to get started earlier.
Bro, and then she closed it.
Spoke a little too soon. I'm sorry, James.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, none of Fenrich's mix-ups were blocked or avoided in that situation, right? And that's, when you start seeing that your confidence grows as a fighting game player, when you're playing, my mix-ups are hitting, I can just do whatever I want, right? So when you get in that situation, you start cooking, basically.
Yeah, you start snowballing.
Yeah, everything just starts hitting.
And yeah, Yuta's gonna have to take a second to think about that because that first round was really emphatically in his favor, right? Fenrich was not getting anything started, but they did completely changing the game plan, not allowing Yuta to do anything.
Right.
It felt like anyway.
It just seemed like at a certain point, I think Fenrich just started to read how Yuta was going to defend himself and hit him with everything pretty much. Lows, throws, you name it.
Yeah. I mean, he made him think about the presence of 6A a lot in the first couple of rounds, and then in the third round he was like, I'm just doing 2B now.
Yeah.
They hit right there, but just a little bit too high for any sort of conversion.
Yep, there it is.
Whoa, yeah, I was going to say that should be a whip punish, and it was exactly that. And it was crouch confirmed too, so it was going to be great for Fenrich, forcing the burst from Yuta.
I think Yuta was trying to anti-air 2C maybe, and it just went the wrong way. He ended up inputting a 3C the wrong way.
Good block on the cross-up though, but I mean, Yuta's still technically on offensive momentum.
That's right, good block on Gawain.
Okay, yeah, that could have been TRM, and he got the TRM on that one.
He did a fake air throw, and then it threw him on the ground. TRM'd him like that.
Yeah, he tried to 2C as an anti-air, but it was a bit too late in the head invulnerability hadn't started. That's going to give Fenrich a grip of damage here. And he tries to go for the setup, but he TP's out, recognizing the situation. He has 50 bar. Yeah, he used gotta look out for whether or not when he's gonna RC.
Yeah, Fenridge is so good at that late RC. He like reads when you're about to do something else, RCs it, punishes it.
Yeah, he tries to make it look like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna RC because I forgot or something, you know, and you press a button and you just die for it. And then
Full screen.
didn't have press, so he could knock down there.
Oh, wow, run up overhead.
Yeah, just trying to get closer and closer to action floor, right? Wow, hitting on the other side with cross up.
Yeah, and I think Yuta is starting to be a little nervous, like his 2C anti-airs aren't working, so he's becoming vulnerable with that cross up.
Yeah.
Just like that,
It
again.
was same side that time, though, and he was expecting cross up, I think.
And normally when you have an anti-air, you can do reliably the hits on both sides. That's what you want to go to in that situation, but since he's whiffed on it both times, Fenridge is noticing that he's got that opening to go for.
Yeah, he might be a lot less confident, right?
Okay.
Got the TP here, though.
Cross up in the
got a
corner.
hit. That was clean.
And now Fenridge is the one in the corner.
Could the tides change right here, or Fenridge is going to dominate with defense? I don't know, Yutu's trying to keep, he got the DP right there, no full conversion because he didn't have crest and he didn't want to spend the bar.
Okay, caught him low again, bursts out from Yuta. This is a tough situation. Again.
Oh, double overhead right there. Burst comes out, he wants to keep that offensive pressure going.
Wow,
Then
fake
he
the
has
DP, but he's got RC.
Nice block with the instant there. He's got Fenridge on him. He's got to deal with this because Fenridge has the debar, right? He can RC anything.
Yeah.
There's the overhead. Is this it?
I think it's going to be a tiny... No, I think he's got it.
There it is! Fenridge takes out Yuta 2-0. And after that first round, it was all Fenridge.
Like we said, Fenridge is always going to kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He hits you. He knows the max damage combo for sure.
He's going to close it.
Just enough meter to be able to get the EX DP on that. And I mean, goodness, one stray hit and he takes it all the way as far as he can always.
My goodness. Such, just great presence of mind. Always knows what's going to kill. I swear. He's just so good at that kind of play. Just always closing it out when he needs to.
Absolutely. So unfortunately, Yuta is going to go home with a respectable fourth place, though. So if I could ask a question, I can ask a favor of the crowd. If you guys could give Yuta some love for congratulating him on fourth place. Thank you, Yuta! It's a hard stacked bracket out here, and I mean, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah, I mean, that could easily have been grand finals.
That could have easily been Fenridge walking off the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so up next, we have the run back from earlier.
that's right.
So it's going to be Naoto versus Fenridge.
This is how Fenridge got to losers, right here.
Yep, exactly. And will Naoto be able to repeat again?
I mean, if he's able to figure out any time that Fenridge wants to move like he did in the winter set, because that's exactly how he did it, right? He recognized that every time that Fenridge wanted to move, whether it be moving out of the corner or just moving in neutral, right? Like maybe you just wanted to take a step and he met it there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he put him in defensive mode immediately,
Yeah,
every time.
I think he really read a lot of Fenridge's tendencies. Like as soon as Fenridge maybe even thought about defending, instead of just going for like a basic, oh, I made you block, Naoto would just go straight to mix up.
Absolutely.
All the time, right? And that's the kind of thing you need to do, change the momentum, and that's how he was able to win that first set. But let's see if he's able to do it again.
I totally agree. I assume he's just going to stick with the Rachel. I mean, it's tried and true, right? Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And
exactly.
It got him to beat Fenridge in pretty hardcore, honestly.
So the winner of this will advance to face Yamashita in grand finals.
That's right. And so this losers finals, of course, 3 out of 5, like we talked about earlier, important to stress because of the level of possible adaptations.
Right, exactly. And like we mentioned, Fenridge, it has been seen that sometimes he's just a slow starter. Even then, he lost the first round to Yuta, came back dominatingly, right? So let's see how it'll shake out here.
Also, do you think Naoto might counterpick Son, get him off Must Die? He's too powerful.
I mean, it kind of depends on who picks first, right? So
yeah, well, it is Naoto's choice.
The Coliseum will be the stage, and what will be the song?
Okay. Oh! Is it yes or no?
Crowd very upset.
They're upset and happy at the same time. Really, again a mixed response for Must Die, and that's just how that song has been received like worldwide.
It's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Thank you, crowd. Get it up. Let's go. Losers finals right now. Naoto versus Fenridge. Already on the offensive is Fenridge, but again, Abari from Naoto recognizing the situation that he can get out and start his own offense.
Yeah, that block on the overhead very key.
No block on that overhead, and he took his burst for that. Got the JB on cross up, and that's going to allow some offensive pressure. He caught him trying to jump, I think. He's going to be able to get the full conversion, put him back into the star.
Wow!
Abari again, every time.
Oh my goodness, great positioning there on that jump. He's going to get a full combo here.
George setup, so putting the Lobelia to meet him if he jumps out, but there's the DP. So he got out of the George setup and then DP.
Backdash, fairly successful. Gets out of the best position. 6B wins down.
I cannot stress enough that.
Shoot.
Oh my goodness! Oh, he was looking for the burst, and he bursted so late that Fenris actually didn't end up blocking it. And he got the hit conversion here, and that's gonna be death. First round there to Naoto.
Naoto is so good at that, just being where Fenris wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. He just stops him from moving no matter what. Setting up the Lobelias. Batman is active right now, so he can call that Sword Iris on him. Yeah, he was ready for it. Good block right there on the Bulldog.
Okay, yeah, both players very aware here. Good instant block.
Excellent DP. He had to put that so fast.
Great defense from Fenris with that Ars.
Oh, Hazan Ender misses, so he's not going to get the corner that he wants, but okay, he still gets the hit here, right? Set up.
What's the reset? Goes low.
Okay, RC, and goes low again. And look at all this instant block from Barrier. He's pushing him out, but he still somehow found a way in. Instant block Barrier is the most pushback you can do to somebody in this game in terms of push blocking. But every time he micro dashed, he ran in, he did something. RC, he got back in there.
Yeah, and I think that shows a lot. Like, he's starting to understand like how Naruto's trying to defend himself.
Gotta watch out for Jordan. There's the counter hit off the Sword Iris. That's gonna put him back in there. Fenrich on the offensive, and he's looking pretty impressive right now.
Good block so far from Naruto, keeping it solid. Backdash, tried to do something, didn't work.
Yeah, he was about to get full corner carry conversion right there, or full corner conversion, but he burst.
Okay, just jumps out of the corner. The ice is on him. Gets tagged.
It wasn't a true combo, but hey, he got the mix-up, so he'll take it.
And now, try to pink throw a purple tone.
Yeah, good throw attack right there from now, so he doesn't have to do push-ups right now, but he does get throw countered on this one, and this should do it. No problem there from Fenrich. First game, he is on a hot streak.
Yeah, right there, Naruto threw out like threw out a prayer with that 2-2C. Didn't work. Fenrich already knew it was coming. Threw him out of it.
Again, this was the same as the last matchup, right? The first round was looking emphatic in the other player's favor, and then Fenrich turns it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Flips the switch.
At the end of that last round, too, he was just being relentless. Dash 5C, dash 5C. Just, you know, I know you're too scared to jump, so just keep blocking this.
Yeah.
You're going to be stuck here.
Pretty much just doing whatever he wants with impunity. Like,
yeah, I think he's got a good read on how Naruto's trying to defend himself here.
But how is the Naoto adjustment going to come out here? So Lobelia actually clashing with the Fireball, and there's that dash 5C you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, great challenge.
Oh, he tried to challenge there, but it actually extended his hurt block to get hit by the Fireball.
Okay, just jumps out. Good choice, but the trade there in slightly in Fenrich's favor. Able to keep his pressure on. Ice just wins away.
Yeah,
and we haven't really seen that so far.
Got opened up mid right there, but no full conversion off it. He doesn't have a lot of win meter to deal with right now.
Throw counter.
Gave him active flow, forcing the burst as well, because he would have lost that. A grip of health from that.
5B crouching.
It's super good for Fenrich.
Yeah, will we see an overdrive? Maybe not. I think he'll keep it.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a big mix-up opportunity and restand on the freeze there, and that's going to do the round as well. He gets to keep the overdrive, got the restand, which is truly a 50-50, so.
Yeah, and he had a huge life advantage there as well.
Trying to use that 5B to be able to keep him pressured, locked down, but he's using a lot of wind bar, and he still defends excellently through. He gets the mix-up on the 2B.
The walk up low, gotta respect it.
Yeah. You see Naoto is definitely still trying to do barrier block plus instant block to push him out, and it's being negated completely by Fenrich.
Yeah, Fenrich is just reading like what points of the offense that Naoto's not ready for and just runs back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Good defense from Fenrich. So far, he's been able to block all of his mix-ups, and that's not something you can say about a lot of Rachel.
No, definitely not. I mean, we've seen it against Arakune so far. Now we're seeing it against Rachel and other characters with incredible 50-50 situations. And look at all what that's gotten him.
Wow, great. Yeah, that's a really good repressure from Naruto. Gets out of the corner with that.
He actually got over the 5C. Normally you could see that move anti-airing, but he got over it just barely. He's got to get the knockdown pressure. George comes out. What is the mix-up here? And overhead finally connects. A lot of possible damage here.
Oh, no.
Backdash the overhead?
Good block there. That looked like a mistake, but manages to get out of it. Burst into the corner. Combo for Naruto. What's the setup? Can he finish and get the setup this time?
Oh, he drops the combo, but he got the 2A, and yeah, forcing the burst out of Fenrir. Fenrir supposed to take this here and now. He doesn't want to give him any sort of chance.
Caught him on that 2A there. Only 18 seconds left.
Yeah, just keep this as long as you can, I guess. You might be able to actually time him out. He's going to
RC.
RC this, but George is coming. Oh, Lord, is he coming? He beats
Whoa!
George, but that gave him the chance to be able to hit him out. That's going to kill more than likely. If not, he's going to time him out. Like,
Yeah, the clock can kill him for sure.
that's going to do it right there. Naoto staying alive. He's got a round, but he needs more than that, James.
I know. So far, he's shown good adaptation. Especially, like, you know, challenging Fenrir. He knows Fenrir is going to try to repressure, and he's been challenging a lot of them and succeeding.
But what if he doesn't get the chance to challenge here, as Naoto's got him in the corner already with the overhead? You know, he may have been blocking most things, but you can't block forever.
Great reversal from Fenrir. Takes the corner position. Okay!
Wow, nice. Using the wind to get back down. He also gets the side switch on that. Naoto's looking pretty good right now. Delay attacks for George, but he was ready for it that time.
Okay, looks like he missed on that mix-up there, but this time he gets him with the overhead.
Yep.
Throw broken.
Excellent there. Oh, he got
Trade.
the 3C, but it was enough hit stun that he couldn't combo off, and he does get the 6A into RC right here, though.
The gall, so brazen. Just run up overhead.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
it again.
that's been the Fenrir special, right?
Chair!
Oh, yeah, that's actually the first time we've seen Cat Chair all of top 8.
And it worked quite well right there. Gonna get the side switch. Big damage.
He's dead. Oh,
Ah!
he could have been.
The curse!
Counter assault comes out to keep offensive pressure right now. He's trying to keep Fenrir cornered. He got
Whoa.
the overhead right there, and this should do it unless he drops it again. There it is. Naoto, one apiece right now. Crowd going nuts.
Naoto's been cursed in the corner right there. Anytime he's had full meter, he's dropped it both times.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a tense moment, right? You know, it's very clearly going to be a kill combo because he's got the bats out, he's got 100 bar, and Rachel just does a grip of damage in those situations. But you have to close it out.
Yeah, you've got to execute.
That could be the hard part as we get here into game number 3 right now.
Back and forth from both players.
I think that was actually a punish.
I
When
think
he
so too.
I beat the 3C, I think that was actually a punish.
Great pressure from Naoto. Out of wind though, he's got to slow down the pace here a little bit.
Yeah, that's why he sets up George in the low belly, right? Getting the throw attack as well.
Very
Got
nice.
the
Running
2B.
low. Yeah, you know, he made that jump seat whiff, just coming with 2B. Fenrir's not ready for it.
Gonna get knocked down here with George right now. He wasn't able to delay tech, but he was able to jump out. Easy money. Got the
Ooh.
cross up and no full conversion off it.
Wow.
I mean, it's arrow blockable.
Yeah, right there, stuffing on George and then jump canceling. Very smart stuff. Crouches under his air dash.
The patience for both players
Trade,
kind of
tra-
amazing. There's the
whoa.
Fubuki counter that allows for full conversion. Gets the ice. What is the restand? It's low.
Block. Goes through
6A.
overhead. And I don't think he's got enough to finish it, but one more mix-up.
It's the mix-up city, though, on the restand here. It's throw, okay. Got the overhead, but it was not fully converted.
Whoa,
The sword
shoot.
iris actually missed. It didn't put him in block stun, so he didn't have the frames.
Oops. Yeah, that's a big miss in terms of execution on that offense right there. But definitely, had he done it, he had a chance to close it out with a 100 meter.
Just a calculation of error on spacing. Very, very unfortunate. Losing the round because of it. Now he's got to make something happen here, and he's got the hit. It's Rachel, so it's full corner carry, of course.
Another challenge from Fenrich.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people aren't looking for someone to challenge when George is on top of them, right?
But you know, Fenrich has been really on point with those. Overall, his invincible moves have not really been baited.
How about this time?
It's the mix-up, just jump, sword iris,
Oh, but
jumps
he
out of
jumps
it.
out again. He has been oh my god. Second Jinka fatal counter. Yeah, that was huge damage. Got the 3C counter hit as well. Again, big damage opportunity. Goes for the reset.
He blocks,
gets the 5B even after the RC. That's gonna kill.
Yeah, that time he caught him sleeping there. A lot of the times when he blocked the 6A, he challenged most of the times, but that time Fenrich delay RC caught him with that delayed pressure, and with that, Fenrich up 2-1.
Yeah, he dispensed to the mids to make 2 happen right now.
そんな飾り僕にはどうでもいい
Yuta just taking a second right now. Got to think about it. You know, I mean, Fenrich is currently on you know, match point,
僕の願いは
close to
それ
grand
だけだ
finals,
Yeah,
close
and
to
so
fighting
far
Yamashita.
he's been so consistent on defense. A lot of those invincible challenges, you know, he's starting to block Rachel's mix-up, but before Rachel can really continue the pressure, he's already reversing. And it's hard for Rachel to, in that situation, to do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's mixed it up so much that Yuta or Naoto has not been ready for it.
We'll see it again. No, he doesn't see it. That time he did it at the very end.
That's the tag.
Okay, I think he beat out a 3C there.
Oh,
in
what
the
a
corner.
conversion right there. Unfortunately, he used up a bunch of win bar, but I mean, you know, he's going to gain 1.5-ish back. Oh,
Ooh.
there it is again. You were talking about his reversals, right?
Yeah. It's just that time, changing the timing and get caught low right there from Naoto.
Yeah, he wanted to stop George right there, but that worked to his detriment.
Whoa.
That's going to allow full conversion there for Naoto.
Tries to bait out the reversal, and, you know, Fenrich knows he's baiting, just jumps out.
Okay, 2B. And he's been opening up low almost every time, actually.
Goes for reset.
There's catch air. They got him killed last game, but not this one.
And I think with 100 meter.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
to burst that. I think Fenrich recognized that, but Fenrich can kill off this now.
Great anti-air with the 5C. You know,
He used 75 bar.
yeah, just, you know, Naoto, for the most part, has been able to meet the timing, but make that 5C whip, punish it with that kind of air dash down, win jump B. But for the most part,
Oh, counter! He was counter hitting the air, so it gives a wall bounce, and you can combo off that as Rachel, but unfortunately not that. He goes over the 3C, but no full conversion again.
okay, just jumps over it. Jumps over Naoto's challenge.
Trying to hit with the stagger pressure right there because that had been working for him a lot. He blocked the 6A and there was no
Wow.
RC, so I can challenge. You're negative. George comes out. Here we go, 50-50, and he blocks the low. Yo, tries to DP.
Whoa!
Yeah, he had 50 bar. He felt like he could do it.
The delay RC again. Backdash with win. Out of there. Barrel Lotus.
Batman's up. Oh, gets hit by the Hizanse. Counter hit. Yeah, that was good damage.
Not a move you see very often, but it does hit pretty low to the ground.
Yeah, and counter hit puts them in and allows you to OTG afterwards as well. Excellent conversion there from full screen. He's going to be able to get George knocked down, but he doesn't have much win meter, right?
Bats are out. He challenges with another reversal.
Yeah, when there's no win meter, it's a lot less scary to fight Rachel.
Regular throw. Will Fenrich try to burst here? Doesn't look like it. He's going to go for Tempest Dahlia, maybe? No, it doesn't.
Oh gosh, he has OD. He can finish it off right here, possibly. If he gets the 5B, he does. It's that OD cancel. It should be just a super here, right?
Very nice.
There it is.
Fenrich. Great adaptation throughout the match. Able to close it out over Naoto, the person who had put him in losers to begin with.
That's right, got his run back, and he did not get controlled in any way, shape, or form the same way that he did in the winner set, right? You know, we had talked about the possibility of Naoto meeting him at all the avenues that he was ready for previously.
Yeah.
That happened one round.
Exactly.
One singular round.
And you know, I think he was just so good with his reversals as well. I think the fact that his reversals were hitting a lot of the time opened up the possibility that instead of, well, now that he's afraid of the reversal, I'm just going to jump out of here. And he did that a couple of times. So he said, oh, maybe he'll reversal. You know, now he's trying to bait them out. And by doing that, he just gives Fenrich a free jump out. And a great reads by him.
The number of times that he jumped out was like startling. Honestly, it was insane.
And the only reason he's able to do that is because his reversals were so on point before that.
Yeah. He basically has made Naoto worried. Like, oh man, you know, he's going to DP. I got to block first.
Yeah.
And then no block, jumping out for free.
Exactly. By setting, you know, by reversing so effectively ahead of time, he's able to set up the ability to just jump out and passively escape.
Yeah, so Fenrich is going to be meeting Yamashita in grand finals because of that. And it was what a lot of people expected Fenrich to be there. And I mean, you can check it here in this bracket. It's just, it took a while for him to get there after going first round to losers, right?
I mean, he makes it here one way or another is what we've seen.
Every time, right? Somehow, some way, he gets back to grand finals.
But Yamashita waiting up there with the advantage now. Because he's won all the way out and entered grand finals from winner's side, he gets one extra set. So Fenrich is going to have to beat him in 2 sets. Beat him 3-0 or 3-whatever 2 times in a row to win this whole tournament.
Is this Yamashita's ability to be the second person to defeat Fenrich fully through a tournament? Or is this the Fenrich story where he comes all the way back from losers and he just does it again?
Yeah, that blue-collar work ethic, just working his way all the way through losers to make it all the way to grand finals for another chance to win the tournament.
Regardless, it's going to be a hard-fought battle because not only does he have the second set that he has to win, right? You know, Yamashita being in the winners, having to deal with the losers bracket, but he has to do so with Yamashita in his prime with the strongest character available to him.
Right. And this could be, it's on paper, it's a tough matchup for Jin, right? But as you've seen, the way that Fenrich is able to establish his game plan on defense he's, by using reversals and things that are pretty much unsafe if they don't work, he's able to, you know, let other parts of his game show. So for example, even though these mix-ups are so dominating, by showing reversal and having it work one time, he's able to use other passive ways to get out, and we might see that again in this matchup.
Yeah, maybe so. There's also like the Monster and Fenrich have met many a time, right? To the point where I've seen at Evo Japan specifically, Monster and Fenrich were playing each other in the arcade, and I have never seen Monster so confused and so upset and unsure about how to fight someone.
Right.
The way that Fenrich approaches versus Izanami is some of the best. Right?
Yeah, I often remember like, a quote about Fenrich in general. Like a lot of the times, like there's an era where other characters are very strong, but he's always played Jin. And another player's comment is like, I don't understand how he can keep playing Jin. His movement is impeccable. He's always in the right spot, despite this matchup on paper being like 8-2. Fenrich is the only one who can win with this character.
I mean, Jin is godlike in this version of the game. So,
but I mean, it doesn't apply necessarily to this one. But
yeah, in other
just
versions for sure.
His understanding of the character, sticking with the character through thick and thin, pretty much, has kind of given him that ability to play at a level that you don't really see other players able to get to.
You can get heavily rewarded for playing the same character for a really long time because like you know everything about this character, right? Whereas like somebody can pick up a new character for a new version, and they've got to take that slow roll, learning that character, learning all of its interactions, what they can do in this situation or that situation, right? Whereas Fenrich is like, this is the same situation I've been dealing for like 17 years, bro. I'm just coming in. Like,
yeah, it's just like the more you play a character in a lot of games, like the more that character just becomes an extension of your will. It's just like your own arms and legs. You can make that move come out exactly when you need to. And especially like some of the ways he defends, like those instant blocking into reversals, coming out really cleanly. A lot of players in those situations, you can make a mistake and you don't get the reversal, right? And you get punished for it. You very rarely see that with Fenrich.
Yeah, defense is such a strong option in this game. Like being on the defense doesn't necessarily mean you're not being rewarded for defending well, right? There's actually a lot of different ways that you get rewarded for good defense, right?
Exactly.
You get closer to active flow. If you're instant blocking, you're gaining meter rapidly, right? Or maybe you're pushing them back because you're properly burying the right moves and IBing the other right moves.
Right. And in this game in general, like a lot of the characters that have special gauges, by defending yourself properly, you reduce a lot of those special gauges. So for example, defending against Izanami reduces, if she has got ribcage up, reduces her barrier meter. So you get a passive advantage just by playing good defense.
Or maybe you get your gauge back if you're one of those characters, right? And maybe Izanami needs to passively like gain that stuff back by defending very, very well. So defense and patient play can be heavily rewarded in this game, and I think that shows, it has shown this entire top 8. People pick and choose their spots incredibly, incredibly well.
All right, so we'll have player 1, Yamashita. Player 2, Fenrich.
So Yamashita's going to be on the winner side, coming out with the Izanami. So I have a question for the crowd. If you would like Yamashita to win, can you all make some noise? Okay, decent.
All right.
That's all right.
All right, but who wants Fenrich to win? All right, the crowd's got their favorite.
Yeah, it looks to be a pretty clear win in Fenrich's favor. And I mean, given the BlazBlue community's history with Izanami, I guess I kind of expected that one.
Well, I mean, everyone loves an underdog story, right? Fenrich is climbing. He's clearly disadvantaged by needing to win 2 sets. Can he finally close it out here?
I don't know if you can call it an underdog story, though, with his history and how dominant he's been. Like, even though he's coming from losers, we've seen him come from losers and still win anyway. Like,
well, on paper he's a loser.
Yeah. I mean, if you just look at the results or the bracket itself, yeah, I guess it's an underdog story. Button checks are completed. Pretty sure we're getting Izanami versus Jin. I don't see any reason as to why we wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't expect any kind of surprises in terms of character selection here.
Coming in. No, the song choice is the next most important thing.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, final boss music or Must Die? Okay, so he's picking Must Die. We're closing out. This is it, guys. Grand Finals, ArcRevo America 2019 of BlazBlue CF. This is the culmination of all we've been working for. Make that noise! It's going to be a hard-fought battle, having to go back from 2 sets here. Jin has a lot of air-to-air potential, being able to stomp Izanami and the JC and things like that. But, I mean, if his movement, Yamashita's movement is on point, he might not get the chance, and he might not get the chance now that he got the hit at round start.
Really interesting choice to do a float, ground normal, catches Catches Fenrich doing something.
Who got the command throw? Gonna get a little bit of barrier gauge and help back to that. I mean, it's not like he lost any, right?
Yeah. Combo here with the bits.
Okay, Fireball LG, level 2.
It's the mix-up. He jumps out, but he gets tagged.
Caught him in the air somehow, some way. I guess he just stopped blocking. Gonna have the full conversion here.
He may have tried to take the hit on purpose to try to air tech out, but didn't work out.
Yeah, Ribcage is back up, and this is a check situation, and Fenrich is gonna have to defend for his life, and that's gonna do it right there. First round starts out like that. Yamashita making a save.
Yeah, overhead right into super, so there's no opportunity to, burst late. So Yamashita with a dominating first round performance, but as we've said, Fenrich tends to lose the first round.
Yeah, no, that's actually been the story, right? The last 2 matches, he lost the first round, and then just destruction from there.
Good spacing from Yamashita, just avoided
Ooh, got the
Fubuki.
Fubuki counter hit. Yeah, that was good damage and great positioning there for Fenrich if he completed that.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of characters can hit that up forward space on the screen, but Jin being one of them.
There it is, that air-to-air potential that we were talking about earlier. That's one of Jin's strong suits in this matchup, and now it's got him all the way in the corner.
Complete reversal of the first round so far. Overhead blocked by Yamashita, but respects it because he knows, what if Fenrich RCs it?
Exactly, yeah. He used a little bit of that meter on the star, and he's going to use it again to keep that corner pressure up. Counter assault's available to him, but I guess he just doesn't feel threatened enough. He got counter hit right there, blocks the cross up. He's still on defense, but he's navigating.
Good defense from Yamashita, finally out of that pressure.
Okay, yeah, just backs off. He's like, yeah. Oh, got the punch trigger. He recognized the barrier was very low, and he probably wouldn't want to spend it. Oh, God, yeah, he remained stoic right there, jumped out of the throw, and now he's got the offensive pressure. He's got the hit crush trigger to be able to get full conversion right now. Overdrive is coming back. He may have a huge life deficit, but he's going to work it.
Here we go. Defense from Fenrich just backs off. Good choice because he's got, 50 meter. That reversal could be coming, with something.
Probably just death, yeah. All right, there's no reason for Yamashita to burst there, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 19 seconds left. Jin can make an igloo for it, hang out with ice.
Oh, got it open up by the 2B there, though.
No bits available, so no further combo.
Yeah, well, regardless, he's got the ribcage up, and Fenrich is going to have to block here.
Overdrive just jumps out.
I mean, I guess that's one of his strongest suits, right? It's just jumping out.
Yamashita.
Oh, the 2C. That's one of the hardest moves in the game to anti-air, but 2C also has one of the higher anti-air. Her
reset!
Got the reset. Look how much damage he's in. She's in danger state, so she's taking extra damage.
Another reset!
This is the kill. He's going to have to burst out, and he did his entire life bar.
Yamashita no burst, took like 5% of his health, but Izanami, you never know.
Opting to not dispel and get his barrier gauge back. Very interesting, but he's going to get level 2 Fireball OG here.
What's the mix-up?
Oh, yeah, he baited
great!
Yeah, but the thing is, he had 50 meter. I'm so surprised that he didn't go for like bits knockdown or anything, but he felt like it was the best option there because he wanted to bait the DP, and he did, but Fenrich had 50.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think he was going for a hard read, but maybe he didn't decide to execute that hard read because, if you whiff the reversal, you can't RC it. So that might have been just a mental lapse right there. Maybe he didn't expect it to connect from that range.
And Izanami has a Murakuma backdash, which is, backdash available to the robot characters, right? So it's very, very quick and long range. So he definitely could have backdashed on his wake up and maybe baited that and bait it with. But, so Fenrich taking the first game there. Getting a counter hit 3C at round start, yeah, that's definitely a burstable thing.
Okay, whoa, okay.
Whoa, got the palm strike?
Yeah, just did it.
Dispensing the mids?
Wow. That whiff gets punished from Fenrich, keeping him locked out, fully charged.
Look at how much barrier gauge that took away from it because it was fully charged.
No, you can't block that anymore with no bits.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's a great starter. So he's gonna get the crunch trigger on this. Good damage.
Damage with the lockdown. It's always my turn. What's the reset?
Okay. Block the low. But there's got the star. He tried the 2C, but the star caught him.
So smart. He's like, no, you're probably gonna try to move right now. Let me just put this ice here.
This is the story you were talking about. He was like, he lost the first round, and now it's just destruction.
Yeah, never win the first round, I think. I think that's what it comes down to.
Immediately lose the first round of Fenrich. That's the strat. All right.
Just activated Fenrich.
Okay, here's the mix-up right now. Just goes for low, and luckily, Yamashita blocked it, but he didn't block this.
Yamashita finally able to get some movement out there, but he's still locked in the corner trade.
Trade on the 5B with 6A?
Okay, Yamashita out of there, just out of there. She's like, get me out of this corner. But he runs into that.
Yeah, it was a delayed tech, so he was trying to medium after a regular tech. If he hadn't delayed that, that would have actually been Yamashita's chance.
Overhead.
And there's the confirm right there. Fenrich is already up too.
Yeah, he's finding those seams. I think he's so in Yamashita's like mindset right now. He's like, I know he's gonna try to defend this because I've been locking him down so much. Let me just run over and do an overhead instead.
It's working out for him, his offense. So good.
He's getting whatever he wants. He's getting in, getting whatever he wants on
The wheel of
offense.
fate is turning. Rebel.
Yeah, possible reset point right now here for Fenrich. Yamashita's got to make something happen, and it's been really, really hard to do so. The counter hit might see at round start. It's not going to be big damage, but it's going to
OD.
force him to be scared, and that OD is going to be null and void at this point.
Yeah, like just like we said, try something different on defense. Wake up OD. It's a good, decent option. Makes yourself invincible, but Fenrich just throws, just getting whatever he wants. Okay, rib cage. Another different approach from Yamashita, using the bits. But Fenrich backdash gets caught.
What a conversion right there with the bits.
Converts into a combo in the corner. He's gonna get Oki.
Yep, and 2 fireball. Okay, so he
mix
doesn't have
up?
ribcage, yeah. So he tried to go for command throw right there, but since he didn't have ribcage, it wasn't too safe. I'm surprised.
Wow,
Got the
slide.
conversion off that.
Slightly one of the better starters for Izanagi with RC.
Okay, level 1 OP here. He's got ribcage this time.
Can't reversal this.
Oh,
What?
caught him at a 6B because that puts him airborne.
And looks like he's gonna be able to close this out with the bits and a super. No, he bursts.
Okay, yeah, burst right there for Fenrich. I mean, he actually has all the tools to make this happen right now.
Yeah,
That
one
was
hit
not
can
a bad
kill.
burst. Got
Boom,
the
the
that's
RC.
the kill. Gets the eyes. No, he
go.
drops it. Oh my goodness, big drop from Fenrich right there.
And we're starting to see some momentum come back to Yamashita now.
That's exactly what he needs, right? He needs the morale to come back into his favor. Even just a little bit could probably take him a long way.
Yeah, moral victory is as good as any at this point.
Blocks on the overhead.
Rib cage is up, but it's about to run out.
Commando. He gets his barrier back because of that.
Yeah, gets a little back right there.
He was about to be in danger state and he opted for command throw.
Okay. Just avoiding, but Jin catches.
And a great confirm there from Fenrich to be able to get full carry, full damage.
Overhead.
Overhead, he's close to action.
Wow,
There's the
Tier
CRM!
Door reject. I know you're gonna try to tech this, but you're way off.
And you know, maybe 1, maybe 2 more mix-ups possible here. Foster got hit by the counter.
Wow,
He was looking for the
big
burst right there, but no dive. Oh my god, he
trying
went
to
like
throw.
how many throws? It was like 3? Backdash right there. Yuval's just trying to get out of the corner. He's
And
having
here.
a really hard time over there right now. He got it around the 6A.
Wow, the side switch.
Okay. Fireball Oki here. He's got a little bit of barrier if he so chooses, but no dice on that. When he gets the overhead, there's the 4th on the burst there.
Okay, what's up? Toga Hyoje, super, but didn't work.
Yeah. He had the super to go through that because he couldn't block. He was in
Yeah.
mode. He actually had no chance to block that. That's why he tossed the Toga. And unfortunately, the super was just maybe too early or something, or maybe it's not even enough info frames to go through.
Yeah, good choice there from Fenrich. Once again, it's his turn. He's got no burst, but he's got the offense right now. As we saw, he's been able to get whatever he wants in this situation. Locking Yamashita down in the corner.
He's making him use so much of his barrier cage, right? That's been one of the strongest parts about his offense.
Yamashita tries to get out, still locked in the corner.
Yeah, he actually got a... Oh my god,
Whoa,
a
what a
clash with the 6A? What?
And good presence of mind to just keep going.
I can't believe he reacted to that. Hey, Rib Cage is up. He's got to deal with the pressure. It's a TRM, so he couldn't take that purple throw even if he wanted to.
Yamashita in danger, but he's got the big damage here.
1, 2, there it is. We got the pit set up, and he's gonna set it. Oh, there's
Yukikaze!
She can't double jump at all, so she couldn't get around Yukikaze. That was such a strong choice from Fenrich right there.
The rib cage is up, but he's got to wait this out.
Block
Can he
the
get
mix-up
through it?
right now? They
Where's
both
the air
tried to
throw?
air throw. He got the hit right there. He's got the bar if he needs it. I don't think he will. And Fenrich resets the bracket.
An emphatic 3-0 from Fenrich, resetting the bracket in the blink of an eye.
What looked so close there for Yamashita in terms of getting morale back, you know, getting that round to push him back forward, to push him back into the game. Fenrich was like, okay, you know, you got your round. That's cool. Let me show you a little something.
Yeah, I mean, back to 0-0, but Fenrich winning the first set 3-0. But Yamashita in the final match right there was starting to show more awareness, doing a lot better. So maybe this will be much closer.
Definite signs of life, right? And okay, that was a punish off the 3C there. Gonna be able to get corner carry.
Here we go, Yamashita. What's the offense gonna look like? Bits, rib cage.
Okay, got the counter hit on that one, but no full conversion. He gets hit by the overhead though.
All right, slams it back to the ground, and big damage with danger is now a factor.
Yeah, so now he can no longer air block even without the mode being on.
Whoa, reset it with the 2C. I guess it's because he can't barrier.
Yeah, camera block. Like
this time doesn't offer reset, just goes for the combo. Now the health is about equal.
Oh, got the
Whoa.
low right there. Oh,
Whoa.
and another reset. Full conversion off this. No, he drops it again. That's going to give Fenrich a chance, but the bit's hit.
Yeah, in a situation where a single bit hit will kill, that's always the tough part. Yamashita with the first round. Here we go, round 2. Ribcage.
Oh, he
wow.
dispelled. Yeah, he tried to throw, but apparently it was just a bit too far away. Maybe because the dispel pushed him. I don't know what, but
Yeah, it dispels that the ribcage also has a hitbox. Missed the combo.
though. That could be huge.
Missed the anti-air. I think we've undersold it so far, but Fenrich has been respecting anti-air a lot. Like, he hasn't really been hit by it once.
Yeah, there's been very few times that Yamashita has even gone to it because of that.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
wow.
got the TRM on the air throw there.
Zansen just goes for a reset here. Overhead, delay
yeah.
RC.
He doesn't have burst on this either. It's good damage. He's got active flow, but it's not going to kill. No, he just got his burst back, so he got overdrive.
Good choice, opting to finish it off. Once again, like we said, he's got ice in the veins, man. He just wants that kill.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got 30% of his burst still. He's going to get it back possibly with active flow, right? And Jin is one of the better characters at gaining active flow as the match goes on. There's that anti-air, though. He may have been respecting it before, but not at round start.
Yeah, I think he was trying to read something from Yamashita. Yamashita just waited and anti-aired him. Roll into the corner.
No reversal option available, but the low overhead is going to open him up. Dispel, he's keeping his barrier. He's recognizing that he needs to dispel because otherwise his barrier is completely gone. Oh, caught the DP!
Yeah.
He's got the burst back about now.
He's going to get it back in the last second here. Can he make it even matter?
Well, I've seen him kill from having no health before, so... From one overdrive and a dream. There's that overdrive!
No,
but the bits are going to save him. He gets full damage off this. This should kill.
Yeah.
On the board!
I do think Fenrich got a little greedy there, saw that Yamashita was, whipping a move. But, the bits are always there. Maybe just doing EA was probably the way to go.
Definitely possible. Either EA or Dragon Punch, right?
Yeah.
Because, just something with invincibility that could have got around the bits. Because what Yamashita did was definitely with enough recovery that it would have been hit by either a DP or an EA.
Yeah, right there, Fenrich. Maybe a little greedy, but those are the kind of situations where maybe you need to play greedy to come back.
No, absolutely, because he has so much health back, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Fenrich play greedy in that situation and completely steal a game on someone. So, but here we go, back into it right now. Yamashita's on the board, crowd going nuts for Must Die. Oh God, he opened up trying to jump out with the 2B right there. Bits are set. Ribcage,
Wow.
but yeah, that's the one thing you can do versus Ribcage.
Chuck him.
Trying to go for the stagger pressure right there. 6A gets blocked with the second one.
Yeah, maybe you should have just done that delay RC.
Oh, he didn't need to RC that, but he did anyway.
I know. Just make sure. Will you have enough to kill here? Get in soul?
Yeah, it should be 3C until, yeah, DP right there. First round, Fenrich.
Fenrich strikes back. Respecting Izanami's normals there.
Yeah, it can be pretty hard to challenge her at round start, to be quite honest with you, because, he could 3C to probably meet the 2B, but the problem is it doesn't have the frames.
Okay, Ribcage is on.
The 2A does counter him, but unfortunately it doesn't fully convert it. Now he's pressing buttons.
Threaded that seam, hit them with the 5C.
Backing off right now. Yamashita doesn't want to press too hard. The 2C comes out to stop it, but hey, my anti is better than yours.
Wow.
Oh, that's a punish. And he's going to get full conversion off that. Excellent for Fenrich to recognize the situation.
Yeah, using the EX move basically to confirm that.
EX moves to him. Okay. Ribcage is on, but he doesn't have a lot of gauge, but he uses that to get the hit, right? He can get his barrier gauge back during this combo. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a smart
super.
play. This is to get barrier gauge back, right? And put him in the corner.
Okay, both players about one or so combos away from death. Yamashita does have a burst available.
So he's trying to run away as best he can right now. He got hit by the overhead right now, and he got the full conversion because of the miss.
He misses it.
Oh no, he gives Fenrich a chance. He's about to build overdrive back very soon. He's at 80%. He got the hit. There's the... He had to burst that. He had to.
That was death, and Yamashita does get another hit, finds the combo.
One apiece in rounds right now. It's getting closer and closer as we go on, James.
And yeah, I think that for the most part, that was a small victory for Fenrich because he was able to get the burst.
Yeah, I mean, he's about to build his own burst back, so he can take that momentum with overdrive at any point right here.
Exactly, and now Yamashita's in the corner with no burst. He's got down to half health. Can he survive this offense? So far, so good.
He caught the
but he
back dash,
misses
but
it.
the thing is he didn't have faith.
One reset can kill. He's got overdrive locked in.
Nice block on the cross-up right there. He tried to 3C overdrive, but he actually got the burst from Fenrich. This could be really, really good.
Good block.
Oh,
Crush
that's a
trigger.
crunch trigger, and that's gonna punish. Even though it's a level 1 crunch trigger, the bits can act immediately, so he was able to get the combo off it. Oh,
Okay.
got him on same side.
Uh-oh. It's a perfect reversal of the momentum right here. Good block counter assault. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, overdrive on deck, however, for your monster.
Yeah, or burst. Whichever comes first.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got ribcage right now, and because he's in danger straight, we might see him overdrive just to get it back.
Toga Hyojin
Overdrive
jumps
right
out,
here, yes,
overdrive.
that's exactly it.
Yeah, good choice there, just to make sure he doesn't get hit by it.
Okay, so,
Oh,
my
thanks
God,
for
he's in the
Andrew.
air there. He's got a lot of bar to work with, and he's going to use it to try and finish this up. He's about to get burst back, but he got the super in time. That's a kill. 2-0 right now, looking way different than the first set.
Yeah, and just like you saw, you know, Yamashita at the end of the first set was able to, you know, make some headway, and he's brought that momentum into this set. Fenrich now facing a 2-0 situation. Needs to win all 3 to win.
Yeah, he has to win it straight. No mistakes at this point.
But at that, you know, just saying he won the first 3 straight, so it could definitely happen.
Yamashita just trying to breathe right now. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm this close. I can do this.
Meanwhile, you know, Fenrich stone cold.
As always, right?
Yeah, stone cold. Iceman.
Yeah, ice in his veins like you're talking about, always stone cold. I mean, and he needs to do that to be able to keep his composure at all times, right? Because he'll confirm off of everything, and he'll make sure he gets back damage off it because he's not freaking out.
Yeah, and he was definitely in all 2 of the games that he lost.
Yeah, so trying to push him forward, but okay, he double jumped over the anti-air that time because that was the thing that got him messed up at round start last game.
Ooh, chased him down. No, not able to block in the corner.
Yeah, there's the burst right there. He used his double jump, so he wasn't worried about it, but there's the Fubuki again. Oh, got the counter in. Is he going to convert? Oh my, that was sick.
My goodness, beautiful. It's max range.
Okay, here we go. Possible ribcage Oki. No, it doesn't feel like he needs it, okay? But there's a block on the already. Tried to fuzzy it, but no dice there. Crush Trigger does get barriered as well, and now he's back on offensive.
Wow, great usage of the bits right there. Keep the momentum, gets a hit, challenges Fenrich's Oki.
Gonna side switch as well. Put him right back into the situation. Fenrich is getting a breath right now. He got hit by the overhead. He has no burst, and he tries to reset him, but no die. He got hit by the low, and that should do it.
My goodness, he whipped the low. Small flex from Yamashita. I think he might be popping up a little too early. Fenrich might be powering up. We never know.
There is a chance that this could be tournament point here for Yamashita. He's working at it, but the offense right now, Fenrich is trying to make it so that he can't breathe, so that he doesn't allow that momentum. Oh, he almost got it. Crouch confirm here, though.
Air combo into the corner. Overhead.
6A.
Throw whiffed.
But now he's back on offense. Right now, the overhead hits and he gets the crush trigger, so that's going to give him the full combo.
Another combo for Yamashita. Fubuki throw!
Yeah, he throw that was so smart for Fenrich!
You know, he knew he was going to be beaten by the ribcage, but he can throw it right there off the RC, and he's not putting blocks in. So it's a green throw. Another opening. Will Yamashita burst?
No, there's no way. There's just too much health on the line right now. He wants this burst because he needs to be able to take the tournament off of like something quick, right?
Yes, exactly.
So he wouldn't get that burst back.
It's not over for Fenrich. He's still in this.
This is where he's strongest.
Back against the wall. Both players with a burst.
Backdashing the 5G right now. Fenrich is trying to make anything he happens, and he got the TP right there. You got the backdash, but too far away. 6A comes out, and he's putting the pressure on stick.
Yamashita burst. That could be his final burst of this round.
Oh,
another
my
challenge.
Goodness. He's going to be put back into the corner here because of the 6A does get backdash. Can he get out? Can he find a way to stop Fenrich from pressuring him?
Nice throw. Gets rid of the ribcage.
Yep. He can activate it again, but the thing is, it's not there. But there's the anti-air. Excellent.
That move is so good.
The best anti-air in the game.
Combo on Fenrich, puts the ribcage up, catches him rolling.
Yeah, super unfortunate right there for Fenrich, but he loves that he dropped it right there.
That's one of the few drops that Yamashita has made. Challenge from Yamashita forces Fenrich to burst.
Fubuki.
But not a counter hit.
Got the hit right there. Yamashita could do big damage here. I don't know if he can kill, but he can definitely make it very scary for Fenrich.
Great
He's working on
situation.
tournament
What's
point.
the
Then he
rescue
needs
throw?
He shows it again. Fenrich has absolutely no fear, knowing what he needs to do to stay alive, and he does it. He
my gosh, I'm completely lightheaded. I can't yell anymore.
I got you.
What a situation right there. Once again, perfect timing on the Rekyo RC throw to beat out that rib cage. And it was a throw counter too. There's nothing he could have done about that.
Yeah, he was trying to press buttons right there because he knew like, oh yeah, you can try and TP here, but the second I see TPRC, I'm gonna press.
Oh my goodness. Fantastic. We're still in it. Once
Big
again,
counter hit to start, but he drops the combo, gets a throw on his side.
Yamashita bursting early. He's shown great success by bursting early.
Yeah, definitely. Izanabe's defensive options aren't super strong, right? So,
Trade?
But there was enough hit stud, luckily. Fenrich might be a little bit sad about it, but there's
Whoa!
the to beat the dive. Oh,
Whoa, he
boy.
counter hit him.
I think that was level 2 crush trigger as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he got another reset.
He reset him. He can't barrier in the
He's
air.
dead.
Oh my goodness.
That was so smart for Fenrich. He actually intentionally reset him there because just like you said, he couldn't barrier in the air because he was in danger state. So he hit him with an air unblockable and just killed him.
Yeah, he was just dead. Trade.
5C trades, but a lot of hits done on both sides.
Yeah, it keeps Yamashita locked down too.
But he somehow
Wow, right under it.
Such a good button placement right there from Fenrich. I don't know how he keeps using one hope and one dream, but he gets further and further every time.
Yes, very good awareness on the anti-air, catches the low. Yamashita's burst is coming back, but this is a tough situation, already low on health.
He's got over. Are you back?
Freezes up, overdrive!
Overdrive activates. It is canceled, so it'll end early. This is higher minimum damage because he's in EA, and that's gonna do it. Fenrich on the way back. It's now 2-2. Yamashita might have popped up a little bit too early.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Maybe it wasn't disrespectful, but you might have been putting yourself at a mentally weaker state. It's like, oh, I'm gonna win. And when you think you're gonna win, that is the worst place to put yourself mentally. You need to stay on guard. You always need to be prepared for anything. Never let yourself be put into a complacent situation. 2-2, final set,
You have to
ArcRevo.
do it. Here it is, ArcRevo finals. 2-2, final game, guys. Please make that noise. This is it. All of it's on the line right now. No more mistakes.
Here we go. Fenrich, what's the opening gonna be? We don't know. Both players approaching. Once
He
again,
actually whip punish right there with the 5C. Yeah, that anti-air for all of its strength.
Oh my goodness.
The one weakness is the recovery.
yeah, and you know, Fenrich, on both sides of it, one, got the hit for them this time, but on the other time, Fenrich's respect of it, like, let him get the first hit, and he's burst ahead for his troubles.
Gonna put him in block stun immediately. He blocks the overhead right into the low, but he gets opened up in the
Overdrive.
overdrive. It's on guard cancel though, so it's not a punish. He wanted to do it so that it made the overhead whiff, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him.
Once again, Fenrich respecting the anti-air.
Beating him air to air this time. Pretty interesting.
Very
Rib cage is
tense.
up and he tries to grab him, but no dice right now. Gets the overhead, there's the dispel. He's gonna keep barrier, and he's gonna get cornered.
Yes, he's noticed that Fenrich was respecting the anti-air. Knew that he was gonna try to block it. This time, go for an overhead.
A great start here for Yamashita.
Just jumps out.
He's
like,
so good at that. He's just been jumping out all the top 8. He tried to
No,
DP right there,
yes.
but the rib cage stops him. He should be able to kill off this unless he somehow decides to burst. Oh,
He does.
He does go for it. He got, oh my
Gutsy
God.
burst!
That caught him in the air. He's in danger state. Look at how much damage this does.
What is he gonna do? He
Let the
throws
air
him!
Oh my God. He's got 100 bars, so possible mix-up kick. He counter assaulted right there. DRC, he's got rib cage back though. Here's the possible situation of death here. Okay, blocks the mid.
Good blocks.
Overhead
he blocks
gets blocked.
everything.
He's continuing the pressure though. DP is very
Good
soon.
blocks. He's in danger.
Oh, he has to jump over it. He does exactly that. The pin tip it into the kill. He's trying to run for it, trying to catch him. He knows he can't block. But is he going to DP here? There's
He's
no
in danger.
state as well.
Oh,
And he
no.
gets it. The 2D doesn't connect.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe he burst in that situation, but he almost made a comp happen.
Yamashita on tournament point back again right now. So very close.
He's in a good situation. He's got his burst back.
Oh yeah, again, a very, very hard move to anti-air. Ribcage is back up, trying to throw him, but he couldn't do it because he was in the air, but he blocks the overhead.
Good block, good trade too.
Hey,
Yamashita with the bits.
it's always helping out. They're the homies for sure. However, he's in danger state, so he's got to watch out. Trying to backdash right there, maybe try to instant block, but he gets TP for his troubles. Full corner carry here.
What's the mix-up? Pressuring from Fenrich. Yamashita staying solid, catches him low.
Gonna get
And he
his
bursts.
offset. Yeah, he was in danger state, so that was a grip of damage, right? Trying to put the offensive pressure back. He's got the ribcage back on. No conversion off the bits. Fenrich is getting away.
He's waiting it out. Just
Oh, he
finger
he's
stuck
doing it again.
Another throw. RC
He's
throw.
got active flow. This should kill him.
And it's going to get his burst back as well. Just a pixel left.
Just so close. This
Overhead.
And this is it. Final game, final round. ArcRevo America 2019, the finals.
This is the Blaze Blue. You know, it always comes down to the final game.
Spirit bomb for whoever you're trying to win, because it's down to the wire.
Throw. First
16.
Femerich with the momentum. He's got Yamashita in the corner, and in this situation, Yamashita is in trouble. He's got no burst.
But he blocks the 6A. That's going to allow him to move forward. He goes to the ribcage to be able to get out. He tries to make that a pressure situation, but he's in danger state now. However, he gets the counter hit, forcing the burn.
Early burst from Femerich. Wants to keep the momentum here.
He
and he gets a hit.
That's going to be able to put him into freezing.
Resets him.
That was intentional, but he has burst available to him. He waits for the burst they put. Yamashita, very little health, but he gets the barrier back.
He got a hit. It could go either way. Again, Dispel.
Made sure that he's going to get his barrier back that way. This is a very impressive possible knockdown here. Ribcage is up. DPRC could come out, but he catches him out of it.
Resets him.
Oh my God.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
He's got a lot of bar available to him, but so is Femerich, and he has no barrier, so he's got to keep it as safe as possible, right?
Counter assault.
Counter assault. Again, no bar, and he can't block. There it is. He can finally block now.
What's the situation going to be?
Counter hit! He's just got to be able to hit this right there, and Yamashita takes it off the string hit! He is your ArcRevo America champion over Femerich!
And again, coming down to the wire, Yamashita able to hold on. Being put all the way down to pixel, of course, never giving up. And that's the story with both of these players. No matter the situation, they don't give up, and they're able to pull out a win, keeping solid even through those very, very difficult conversions.
Converting off of any hit, any single one, into as much damage as they can possibly do, regardless of how much tension there is, regardless of how many knots their stomach has, right? They were ready for everything.
I'm in a daze. I've been yelling this whole time. I'm lightheaded. I can't even breathe.
I got you, dude. I can yell for you.
Oh, man. So that was an incredible showing from both players. Unbelievable amounts of, mental resolve, I would say. In that situation, final game, final set, you go down, you lose 80% of your health, but you come back to win it?
And I mean, it was crazy, too, because the way Femerich got him down 80% of his health is he made sure when he was in danger state that he could air unblockable him after a reset, right? He could have just gone for a full conversion, full combo. But instead, he was like, I'm going to reset you, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. But in the end, Yamashita able to hold on, able to keep the, keep it solid and, get that conversion to win.
But unfortunately, that is going to be it here for BBCF at ArcRevo of America. It was an excellent set of matches for this top 8, but we do have to go over to the award ceremony. We got to give these amazing players their due diligence. So without further ado, Tasty Steve, can you please take it away?